Hello? Hello? Oh my god, did my internet die right as I was... Oh my god.
Pokemon and goes
Oh no, I
viable?
misclicked. I
Yup.
misclicked.
You misclicked?
I misclicked, I accidentally unmuted and then immediately remuted.
But didn't undeafen.
No, I undeafened and then immediately redeafened and then I was like, oh my god, did my internet die right as we were starting? No, okay, it's fine.
I see. I see. I see. Okay.
It's fine, I am simply stupid.
Whoa. Simply stupid. Just like that band.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a band. Eh. Well, I appreciate you at work right now. Let's transition over to the gaming zone. That's where the games happen.
Yep.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Echo.
Echo,
How's everyone
engage.
doing? Echo, engage Echo, motherfucker.
So true, bestie. Uh,
Oh God, I was gonna make a joke about like it'd be really funny if there was a visual novel that used NES codes, but there were games on the NES.
yeah, there were visual novels on the NES, on the Famicom.
Do you think Famicom Detective Club had codes?
I think Famicom Detective Club used like hard saves, so I don't think it would
Mm.
have passwords in the same way that Metroid did. But I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
it
yeah.
would have like Game Genie codes or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Some sort of cheat codes or something.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway, I just fucking deleted that guy's message on my stream because I looked like a fucking scam bot.
eh, yeah, yeah.
In- Engage chunts. So true.
Yeah, no, like we're not gonna add you on Discord, buddy. Account created today? Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
Anyway. Oh shit! Cracking open a cold one? How loud that go on the decibel meter?
I didn't check.
Damn, this is so fucked up.
Watching you go through this is sure to be informative for after I move out to a small valley town and out in the middle of fucking nowhere with a lake nearby. So true. Don't worry about the lake.
Yeah. Don't worry about the lake.
Nothing bad will ever happen at the lake.
Yeah. The lake has been here forever, so it's fine. It's not like it's a pit lake where like they mined for shit and then they just left and then it filled up with water and then all of the shit they were mining leached into the water that was there, and then if that lake ever seeps into the groundwater or escapes into the like a river, it gets it poisons the water with like copper and shit.
Really good emote. Hi, Flan.
Hi, Flan. Yo, Aber breakdancing.
Really good emote. Hi, Flan.
Hi.
Uh, let's echo.
Let's echo.
Let's
Load
echo.
game.
Where were we?
Load echo. Uh, he holds me like that for a long time is where we were.
Right, we just got out of Carl being crossfaded and playing Never Have I Ever, and
Never have
TJ.
I ever killed anyone.
Yeah.
You fucking TJ. Tell us the truth. And TJ's like, the truth is you suck, dude.
The truth is, you need to deal with your own fucking problems, man.
And Carl's like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, as much as this sucks, maybe you got a point.
Yeah.
Anyways, get the fuck out of my. Well, he didn't say that. They got the fuck out of his house.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Hold you like a soggy cat. Hi, Riolu.
Hariolu,
Hi. All right.
you're going to experience fucking ASMR dog stream because I have to be quiet.
They put a shock collar on this dog.
They should. I think that might be what it takes at this point.
Damn. Fucked up. No, Chaz.
Chaz, do you want me to switch to streaming Tribal Hunter? Do you want me to switch to streaming Mice T? I will. I will. Don't fucking test me.
Isn't one of those an instant ban game or?
I don't. I think. I think it may be.
There are a couple of those on Twitch.
I mean, I don't know.
I feel like Mice T was mentioned at some point, but I can't recall.
I don't know if Mice T is actually in the fucking Twitch rules of what you are or are not allowed to stream, but it is an explicit sex game.
Yeah, we're actually gonna end this Twitch stream. We're gonna open accounts on Fansly and start streaming fucking
At Astro.
I was gonna say like Flash games, Newgrounds games.
So true.
Crystal's Adventure, whatever that fucking one was.
Crystal
stream.
enjoys her sandwich adventure.
Is that what it? Sure.
No,
yeah. That's what it was.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I forgot you're not actually a furry. I forgot you're a poser. I forgot you're a
You
fucking...
forgot that this is a costume and not my culture.
I forgot that you're a fucking poser who doesn't know about Crystal's sandwich.
Yeah.
Don't be the reason Twitch has to add a new game to the banned list. Echo isn't that bad.
Twitch doesn't know shit about us.
Twitch doesn't know anything about me. That's not
John
true.
Twitch could never ban me.
That's not true, actually. Twitch knows where I live because they have to pay me taxes.
I don't remember if Twitch knows where I live, but they do pay me, so. I have the email in my server, Zach. We've discussed the sandwich. I don't remember. I just remember Crystal just has and enjoys a nice sandwich. Is that it?
Okay, the lore is that at one point Fur Affinity outright required that your art have some type of furry theme. I don't know if this is still in place. I sure have seen a lot of art of normal ass humans on there. But at one point...
Okay, I see the emote.
At one point it had this hard requirement, but someone wanted to just post some landscape art that they did. But they wanted to post it to Fur Affinity, so they were forced to add a furry, so they just added Crystal from Star Fox in the corner eating a sandwich with a weird expression on her face, and everyone hyper-focused on Crystal and thought that was really funny. Yeah.
That is really funny. And looking at the emote in Rari's server, yeah, that's a really good Crystal to put in the corner of your landscape art that you just like.
It's really good.
Honestly, it's really good. Yeah.
Anyway, let's actually start reading this fucking game.
Chaz said meat and fuck Lylat system. Like, you know that's like, I am referencing a game that exists. I'm not making it up. You don't need to make a meat and fuck Lylat. Well, I guess actually because the Crystal game just has Crystal and a bunch of fucking lizards, and none of the actual guys.
Meat and fuck Echo.
Meat and fuck Echo. Well, that's what we're playing, right? We get to Janice's house a good half an hour later, me covered in sweat, TJ airing out his shirt. It's 5 at this point, but the sun is still pounding down on the back of my head like a lead weight. Janice opens the door almost the second we knock, and I can tell immediately that something's off. First of all, she's got no pants on. I catch a glimpse of her large white panties before I snap my eyes back up, staring hard at the coyote's face. I can't see TJ, but by the funny way he's breathing, I'm pretty sure he's noticed as well. Janice spreads out her hands, grinning.
Well, Albie, you made it.
We gawk at her for another few seconds before TJ finally squeaks out.
Yeah, of course.
Janice suddenly steps forward towards the lynx and cups his face in her hands. I keep my eyes up, trying to focus on her face. She squishes TJ's face to the point where his lips purse out a little bit.
You, TJ, are a lifesaver. You know that?
She says it sincerely, and I can see TJ trying to pull back. Unfortunately, it also looks like the coyote has a good grip on his face because everything but his head moves back.
Thank you, Janice.
TJ tries to speak from a squashed face. Janice, what did you want us to do today? I'm just imagining that one bit from Smiling Friends. Chase, I know we have a job and all, but we might have to cut our losses.
Yeah.
Chase would say that to TJ.
Yeah.
TJ is the Pim in this scenario.
TJ would scream about how he loves kids.
TJ, I don't think you should say that. Charlie would be Carl, in all honesty. That's what this Carl and TJ as the Smiling Friends.
Who's Glep?
Jenna?
So true. So true. So right.
Leo is Mr. Boss. Flynn is Alan, I guess.
Sure. Yes.
That makes you know what Chase is? Chase is the autistic gamer.
Yeah. Sure.
The cool autistic gamer 93 or whatever it was.
It's so true. I don't think I've seen a single episode of Smiling Friends. I've just absorbed all of this through cultural osmosis. I don't care.
Were it's important. No, it's important. I need to talk about this. After every episode of Smiling Friends would air, there would be like a video from this YouTube channel called The Cool Autistic Gamer, where like their Rick and Morty style character would be inserted into the show, really well edited, despite the fact that his microphone was dog shit and his character was dog shit and didn't move at all. Like, it was just like a PNG. But then also like later clips would have like the characters in the show like turning to him and going like, listen, The Cool Autistic Gamer, we're not we appreciate your antics, but not right now.
The actual voice actors?
No one fucking knows, but probably. It seems like it was probably something internal.
So
it seems like someone on the show was just like adding that and making funny YouTube videos about it later.
So true. That reminds me of that one My Little Pony YouTube poop where there's just a random black and red Alicorn OC added to the lineup in a few random shots.
Yeah. I added my OC to the shot of Smiling Friends. Do you think it's obvious?
Yes.
I added my OC to Echo. Do you think it's obvious? It's Andromeda. It's human Andromeda standing there.
No, it's all the fucking Patreon like bonus guest characters.
It's the Carney.
God, I can't wait until we meet Raven and I can tell you about the Raven lore.
Okay. All right. Anyways, I've been rocked, Monokuma. I'm trying to proceed. How dare you? Monokuma says 6'7", by the way.
Bad.
Yep, rock. Anywho, I break in, hoping to move her attention away from ripping TJ's cheeks off. She seems to really be enjoying the tufts of fur there.
Oh, Chase, you're here too?
Yeah, we're gonna work on it together.
Well, alright. How about I head out there and show you two?
My eyes flick down to her bottom half for just a second. I immediately regret it. There's no way around it. You want to get dressed first? Janice looks down.
Oh, that. Well, I've just got to apologize now. I was in the middle of getting ready for work. I just forgot what I was doing.
Ah, okay. So it isn't that she's high, but it seems like something like dementia.
Possible.
Possible. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Anyways.
Yeah.
Reminding me of the guy who added himself to the SpongeBob movie. That's really fucked up. I don't want to think about that. I glance at TJ, then quickly back to the coyote. Oh, well, we can wait.
Nonsense. It'll only take a sec.
I'm left open-mouthed, following the coyote automatically as TJ follows closely behind me. A quick glance around reassures me that there isn't anyone around at the moment, but if someone does come around... It's Echo. Who the fuck would come around, Chase?
You never know.
Yeah, the miner from 1800. Yeah, that's... Those are the only, 5 characters in Echo.
Oh man, that's right. You haven't even met Duke or Clint or Brian.
I know of of Duke, because there was that scene with the booth.
True.
And they were like, man, Duke smells so bad. And Jenna was like, oh, I'm going to need some bleach, Janice. Anywho, but that's the only other mention. Since we've just been walking to and from Carl's house and hiking, as far as I know, there's only 10 people in this fucking town.
You're right.
And 5 of them, 3 of them just drove here.
Yeah.
Anywho. Even Carl's parents are out of town. Anyways. Janice marches us out to the back to the few wooden remnants of the shed we moved earlier. She points at the ground.
I want you to dig a hole right there.
Hole?
TJ
stays just slightly behind me as if using me as a shield to Janice's shameless immodesty. A hole?
Yep. In a rectangle from here to there.
Janice marks a line in the dirt with her foot before walking about 5 feet in the other direction and marking another line.
3 feet wide, at least 3 feet deep, if not more.
I nod through instructions, just trying to get through this as quickly as possible. Okay, what are we doing this for? Janice stops, scratching the back of her head.
A pool. Gonna have a pool back here.
A 3-foot deep pool?
A 5 foot long, 3 foot wide, 3 foot deep pool? Janice, are you burying a body?
A body would need to be 6 feet under.
Yeah.
She's just getting them to do half of the work. Burying a small body that you don't care if it's found or not, I guess is different.
Yep. The pool? Yeah, nice little pool.
She grins at us and I quickly nod at her. Okay, we'll get right to work. Shovels in the garage, right? Pardon me. I'm doing everything I can to get her back inside.
Yep. Need anything else? I can make you lemonade before I leave.
Nah, we'll just get water if we need it.
Well, alright. No need to finish the day if you can't. I know how hot it is.
Janice turns to leave, but not before reaching out and pinching TJ's cheek almost viciously. He squints his eyes, ears flattening as he just stands there and takes it. And with that, she hums her way back to the house. I wait until I hear the door close. Oh my god, she's gone insane. TJ stays quiet, staring at the spot on the ground that Janice marked out. Seriously, maybe we should go.
No, she's probably just having another off day or something.
I shake my head. And this is definitely not a pool. TJ kicks at the dirt and I shiver as I see a small spider skitter across the ground. Ugh. Either she's lost and we're doing nothing here, or we're digging a grave.
Come on, Chase.
This was a bad idea. I hear the garage door opening and shut my mouth. A car engine starts up and then I see an old, rusty, white sedan pull out of the driveway. Janice waves at us and blows a kiss, which I'm pretty sure is directed at TJ. Then she peels off like she's dragged...
Holy shit.
She does a sick fucking donut. She drifts. You can hear Eurobeat coming out of her car.
Holy shit, Janice. Grandma found the car keys. Grandma, no.
Grandma found the stick shift.
Grandma found the Eurobeat CD.
Grandma found the handbrake and remembered the muscle memory of drifting.
Yeah. She curls her fingers around the handbrake and the muscle memory reactivates.
She's doing red line shit inside with engines and fuel and stuff.
Yep.
I am now imagining just like the full, like, super long perspective shot, like the fisheye lens, but it's Janice.
Yep. Draw it. Draw this.
No, I can't. It's too hard. It would bankrupt me, a person, to do one of those drawings, let alone 24,000. Normal spider implies there are no arachnid insect furries. This is a major loss for moth kind.
Yep.
Yeah.
There are no bugs in this game.
Hate to say it, but I don't think I could do it either. That's so fair, Chaz. Anywho. So who do you think she's on her way to murder?
Stop.
And I look back at TJ. Do you think she even put her pants on? TJ shudders and looks back at the ground.
Let's just get this done, then I promise I won't do any more chores for her, okay?
I sigh. All right, just remember whose fault this is if this ends up being our grave. You're too tall for this to be your grave.
Chunt.
I think.
You never know. Chunt
I don't know how tall they are.
Chunt has stubby little otter leggies.
Yeah, but he's got a long little otter body.
You're so right.
It's completely proportional.
Mm-hmm.
The work is tougher than I thought it would be. We both started opposite ends of the little trench thing we're making. Janice said we should do more than 3 feet if we could, but if this whole thing is bullshit, which I'm sure it is, then I'm not doing any more than the minimum. I'm at least glad to see TJ returning back to his cheerful, bubbly self. Now that the horror of a woman's legs has left.
Now that the horror of a woman's underwear has left, and that we're back to normal activities like digging a grave.
This is 2015. They're pretty young. There's a decent chance that somewhere in the back of one of their minds they're doing diggy hole.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I hate that you're right.
I'm making being quiet a fucking challenge. I'm so sorry.
You really are. I have to stay below 80 decibels. Behave.
I can only promise to try. We even almost get into a dirt clod war, but that comes to a quick end when I hit TJ in the thigh with a rock. Do you know for sure that she's wearing underwear? Well, yeah, they said that they saw white panties.
Yeah.
She wasn't wearing pants, but she was wearing panties.
Yep.
I'm assuming big white granny panties.
Yep.
Because she's old.
Yep.
Anywho. I don't even want to say that this is a rock-filled clump of dirt. I think he just threw a rock at TJ.
Yep.
About 2 hours later, the sun is comfortably low, and we're a little over halfway done. It's at that point that I get a text message from Carl. I take a quick glance at my phone, seeing a one-word apology of sorry. I look at it for a while until TJ finally peers up.
Everything okay?
I debate whether or not to tell him now that he's in such a good mood. It's hard to tell
Rock.
Brock.
You've been chunted.
Chunter did this.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
It's hard to tell exactly what'll make TJ. You're Chunter now.
Yeah, Chaz, you're no longer TJ. You're a Chunter now.
Because you throw rock.
Yep.
And that is a Chunter thing to do.
Yep.
If you want to be TJ, stop throwing rock. But that's like asking the sun not to shine. It's hard to tell exactly what will make TJ feel better or worse, I've come to realize. Still, I think he can tell who it's probably from already, judging by how slanted back his ears are. It's from Carl. Just says sorry.
Ah,
The fucking like the this is like a ah. So I'm Sydney's killer now, huh? Allegedly.
allegedly. Possibly.
Yeah. Flynn alleged it, which means it's allegedly. Carl alleged it too, but like, you know. Anyways. JJ stops digging, pressing the shovel into the darker, moist dirt at the bottom of the trench.
That's it?
And that's it.
Are you gonna respond?
I don't know. Should I? TJ starts digging again.
Yeah,
TJ tilts his head down.
I need to apologize too.
Look, Carl said some shit. TJ said, this is a harsh truth that you need to hear.
Well, I mean, TJ was also, like, choosing...
He said it in as much of a fit of rage as he can get.
Well, no, but there's also, like, the questions that he was asking during Never Have I Ever were, like...
Oh, yeah,
have
he
I
was being a bit of a
ever
dick, that's right.
failed a class, never have I ever crashed my car, never have I ever done a weed. Fucking...
Yeah.
Like, basically directly targeting Carl, even if he supposedly didn't mean to.
Yeah, never have I ever done this bad thing, and it's a thing Carl has done that he knows he's done.
Yeah, it's a thing that Carl has directly talked about.
Yeah. Now that seems more like TJ. Well, what should I say? TJ stops digging again and looks up at me. I look up at him expectantly.
Okay, so I'm trying to be more assertive, like you said.
Oh. I didn't expect him to say that. Is that why... TJ looks down, so I stop myself. Is that why he'd acted so strange at Carl's mansion? Very funny to still call it, like... It is a big fucking house. It took multiple people to search. It's a mansion.
Yep.
But still calling it a mansion, even though it's, like, presumably your friend's house, you know? It feels... I don't know. I haven't had a friend with a mansion that big, so I guess I don't know how you'd call that. I've had friends with big houses, but those were just regular big houses.
Yep.
Anyways. Sorry, never mind. What were you saying?
So, I'm just gonna say this. I was thinking about that treasure hunt that Carl found.
Oh no, don't think about that. For a moment, I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, the thing he found in the crawl space.
I was thinking
TJ leans on the shovel's handle, looking away.
that we should open it together.
Okay. I say it slowly, realizing how delicate of a topic this is. Is there a reason why you want to open it? TJ sighs deeply, looking up at the deep red and orange sky.
I always feel like things happen for a reason, and we were just talking about finding closure yesterday.
Okay.
So, I feel like this might be a way to do it. Maybe read what he had to say. Maybe go on one of his last hunts.
TJ swallows hard. I can sort of see where he's coming from. Sidney always wrote stupid riddles and stories with his treasure hunts. It might mean something to read something he wrote so long ago. Okay. I keep coming up short with what I want to say. I'm just chunting all over the place with this conversation. I was expecting to comfort my friend and maybe get some. I wasn't expecting to do this. Also, hi, Allison. Again, I can see why TJ might think this is the answer, but I'm not so sure. Well, I guess I can ask Carl about it. Did you want everyone there?
Maybe just us. We can let the others read it later if they want. I don't think Flynn...
I nod quickly. Yeah, that makes sense. So you, want to do that tomorrow?
Let's see if we can do it tonight. We've only got a few days left, and this is making me nervous.
TJ gives a tight laugh. Yeah, Sydney's treasure hunts could be pretty elaborate.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Are we starting to be able to talk about him normally again? That's awesome! I have no feelings about Sydney whatsoever. I've completely successfully repressed all feelings about Sydney. Don't worry about these dreams. They're nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry about it.
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry about it.
Smile so sneakily.
Maybe TJ is right about this. Okay, I'll text him back and ask if I can call him.
Okay.
It takes me a little bit to figure out how to word TJ's request. Hey man, can TJ and I come over to talk? While we wait for Carl's response, TJ abruptly looks back up at me.
Are you and Carl, friendly with each other? Are you fucking?
I'm just like sitting here thinking about how fucked of a question this would be if like hanging out in a friend group, right? And then you're hanging out with You're making it very hard to stay quiet, Jazz.
Jazz, please. No, Jenna would be the one asking that.
Jenna would be the one asking that and asking if TJ can join. The alpha, the beta, and the omega.
Yep.
I don't know which one is which.
Jenna would be salivating over the prospect of corruption arc.
Come on, TJ, just take a little hit. Unless you're a pussy.
Yep.
The corruption arc, but it's TJ converting everyone else to Christianity.
That is a corruption arc, you're right.
Yeah. Jenna would be really sad about it, though. Like, they leave the church, and Carl's like, I've been baptized. And Jenna's like, no! No!
Yep.
I was saying something. Right. The concept of this being like, imagining I'm like in a friend group and I'm hanging out with people, and then I'm doing something with one person on my own and just being like, hey, so are you and this other friend friendly? And I'm like, what the fuck are you? Sure, we're all friends. You know this, though, because we're all friends? What? Huh?
I mean, how he kissed you.
What? No! I laugh. That's just Carl being drunk.
Okay.
TJ goes back to digging, his ears twitching around. Oh, right. Okay, so we've got the Sydney thing out of the way, so now TJ's going back to the chasing thing.
Chaser.
Chaser hunter.
Yep.
Yeah. I grin. What, are you jealous?
No?
He says it way too fast and loud. Enemy chaser spotted. Hey, if you want to give me a kiss, I don't mind. Yeah, because you're a slut. TJ does not respond, instead focusing hard on the ground he's digging up. Maybe if I dig fast enough, I can lie down in this grave.
Yep.
You can't catch me, gay thoughts, but he's digging down into the dirt. If you're shy, I can do it. Okay, fine. Fucking Chunter. If you're shy, I can do it instead. I see his eyes widen, but he still doesn't say anything. The gay thoughts can't reach me 6 feet under. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Vanilla. You understand perfectly.
You're so right.
I make kissy sounds, and that's when he flings some dirt up at me, smattering my pants with dark brown spots. Ah, come on! I see TJ smirk as he goes right back to work. I'm thinking about picking up another dirt clod, but that's when my phone buzzes again. I'm thinking of picking up a rock.
I'm thinking of picking up another rock.
My cane reflex is triggering, but my phone buzzes again.
You can't.
To the Catholic guy? Yeah, no, crazy, right? You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We walk slowly up the length of Carl's driveway, our shadows covering its entire length in the light of the sunset. TJ starting to drag his feet again as we got closer to the door, and I stopped to look back at him. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Nah, so it's like that, he says, casually tossing aside a rock.
Yep.
You sure? We don't have to do this today. We can come by tomorrow. TJ shakes his head, taking a swig of water from a water bottle we bought from the convenience store on the way. I've been rocked. Badly. There's a convenience store between Janice's house and Carl's house that they could just walk to. That's crazy.
That's strange.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of an oversight of the like spatial awareness of what Echo is like.
Yeah, this may be something that would be caught by an editor. Unfortunately, you don't get a story like Echo if you have an editor.
Well, if I was the editor, what would I say?
I would.
After finishing, no, because it's already pretty late, and they already only got like halfway through digging the well, the hole, the pool, the grave.
I would. I mean, it is believable that the motel might have something attached to it.
But in that case, I'd still need to walk back to the motel. And
Right.
I would say it's more believable that TJ just, because they walked to Janice's house and they knew it would be hot, he had a backpack with a bunch of water bottles in it.
Mm-hmm. TJ's always prepared.
Yeah. Anyways.
No, I'm just a little tired. It's been a long day.
I'm really sweaty, just like you are. I can smell you from here. No, it's a good thing. I mean, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wait for TJ to catch up, then match his stride as we make our way up the sidewalk, then up the steps to the door. TJ doesn't do anything, instead just gripping onto his water bottle, making the plastic creak. I wait another second, then reach out across TJ to press the doorbell. The faint, fancy chime emanates from behind the door for a few seconds, followed by the clopping of Carl's hooves on the wooden floor. I was in a server, and someone made a typo talking about a clip.
Mm-hmm.
And the owner of the server, the message was edited shortly after the person sent it, but the owner of the server replied, "Horse porn typo." And then like everyone else, because this isn't like a My Little Pony themed server, this is just something. Everyone was like, "Huh? Excuse me?" And then the owner had to be like, because the 2010s My Little Pony fandom had a lot of very adult online men in it.
Fades into dust.
Yep. Gets Infinity Ward. A convenience store from the drive into town, maybe? Like, they didn't do anything. They as far as the like mechanics of their motion goes, their positions from A to B, they didn't. The thing that's strange is the fact that they went to a convenience store at all.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
There's a pause once he reaches the door. There's pause on the door. And I imagine him hesitating as he reaches for the door handle. Second later, though, it swings open, revealing a very bleary, red-eyed ram. Carl blinks at us a few times through the bright orange sun behind us. Finally steps aside, opening the door wider.
Hey, guys.
There's pause.
There's pause.
There's pot.
Pot of green.
Hey, congratulations, everyone. Like the day after 420, it got removed from it got rescheduled to the same schedule as ketamine. So it's not as bad as heroin.
So true. So true.
A broken administration can be right sometimes.
Anyway, pot of green.
Pot of green allows me to draw 2 additional brownies from my deck. There we go. Schedule 2. I think schedule 3. I think schedule 3. I don't know. I didn't read the news that closely. All I heard was that it's doctors can now do actual science on weed now without having to worry about they can now get funding for grants and stuff for we're definitely going to do a cool new test with to figure out the effects of weed on glaucoma or whatever. Also, there was some I don't know, whatever. Anyways, there's a pause as I wait to see if TJ will say anything. When he doesn't, I clear my throat and step forward through the door. Hey man, you okay?
Not really.
I don't say anything in return, instead spreading my arms out in the cool air of the mansion. I turn around and wait as TJ steps through the doorway, the links framed by the golden sunlight, the fine hairs of his fur lit up like white hot wires. Yeah? Is that how? Okay.
Yep.
I don't think about white hot wires.
You know when an animal's fur is in the sunlight.
Yeah, I know that. White hot wires, I feel like, is a strange descriptor.
True.
I don't know how I would describe it, though. I don't know. When I think of those sorts of things, what I think of first is those fiber optic toys that they had in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Just one little LED and then just a bunch of fiber optic strands, and you're just oh, you wave it around and the light goes crazy.
Yep.
You know,
I'm one of those.
You're one of those fiber optic toys.
Yeah, that's how Umbreon Glowy works.
That's true. I know. I drew it. That's what I was thinking of. Anyways, I see Carl's hand that's not on the door sort of twitch like he's grabbing something in the air.
Hey.
TJ stands next to me, looking back at Carl.
Hello.
Carl rubs vigorously at his arm.
Listen.
Carl pauses. I get the idea that he's wanting TJ to tell him that everything's okay so that he doesn't have to explain anything. That would definitely make things easier. But he doesn't say anything, just watches the ram. Carl rubs behind his head for a second, looking back out the door. I'm not sure why it's so hard for him to apologize to TJ. I thought it was weird that Carl had apologized to me instead of the Lynx in the first place.
Listen.
You said that already. Carl takes in a big shuddery breath, blowing it out loudly.
I was really, really messed up earlier. I wasn't thinking right.
I was greening out, I'm sorry.
I was crossfaded.
TJ continues to watch Carl silently. His ears are up, at least. Carl stutters and stumbles over a few more syllables before he continues.
And I just wasn't thinking straight.
He scuffs the hardwood floor loudly with the hoof. That's really funny. Can you imagine?
He does the kicking the ground shyly thing, but because he has hooves, it's just loud ass stomp.
And it leaves sneaker marks on the hardwood floor.
Yeah. And I don't think you did anything like that. I was just pissed off.
Gym shoes squeak, but also a horse stomp.
Yep.
TJ's quiet for a few more seconds, but Carl doesn't offer anything more.
So, why were you angry?
Carl sighs and leans his head back against the door, his horns knocking loudly against it.
You said some shit that I'm ass hurt about, okay? It wasn't your fault.
TJ folds his arms looking down.
Well, what was it I said?
Carl shakes his head. Come on, Tej.
Stupid shit. I mean, stupid because of me. Stuff about school, car accidents, just brought old stuff up for me. Oh. But I don't think you ever did anything like I said. I was just being a huge dick. Sorry.
Ah, he actually said sorry. That's crazy. Average man does take like 5 years to get there.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
That was like 5 different excuses, and then 3 more like, look, it's because, and like also blaming TJ for like making him mad, you know,
Yep.
like a little bit, but then going like, I shouldn't have been mad. It's because that's on me. Sorry, admitting, there we go. He got there. Anyways, his voice breaks a little at the end, and he quickly looks at the floor, his ears down. TJ is again quiet. I think about changing the subject now that the apology is out of the way, but TJ speaks first.
Thanks, Carl. And I'm sorry I brought up stuff like that. I'll try to remember in the future.
Carl shakes his head, looking back up.
Not your fault.
We stand there awkwardly for a few more seconds.
I guess I thought maybe Flynn had been saying stuff to you. That was why you said it. Huh? Oh.
Oh yeah, that's definitely why I said it, but like the reason I said that's the reason why it was in my head in the first place, but
Yep.
The reason I said it was Carl's non-denial hangs heavy in the air. I haven't seen Flynn in days, and I am wondering what he's been up to in that time. I'll have to ask Carl when TJ isn't around. As of now, though, I want to change the subject because things are getting awkward. Getting awkward? Carl. Chase. So, TJ had an idea about the scavenger hunt thing. Carl looks at me as if just now realizing that I'm there. Like I said, Chase is a self-insert character that isn't meant to be there.
That's really funny for reasons I can't explain.
Good.
You love making me suffer.
Yes. My ability to call shots is unmatched, and it's always veiled in a layer of comedy.
Scavenger hunt? Oh yeah, the treasure hunt.
TJ scratches his arm, looking embarrassed.
Sydney's treasure hunt?
TJ scratches harder at his arm, looking more and more flustered, so I jump in. Yeah, we were thinking about actually doing it to maybe find some closure. Carl frowns.
Really?
TJ stops scratching his arm, his ears coming back up.
Yeah, I believe things happen for a reason. That you found it now while we're all here means something, I think. Man, I mean, it's really old. You even think any of that stuff would be out there right now? Maybe, but I guess I'm not really looking to find anything. It's like a thing we can do while we remember him.
I think it's a good way to find closure. I try to back TJ up into Carl's somewhat bewildered stare. To be fair, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also like still like my theory still of Chase setting up a treasure hunt for Sydney that resulted in going to the lake and then drowning him because he was an asshole.
Fascinating.
So like
that's a lot of moving
it's just
parts for an 8-year-old to put together.
It is. Well, he was 10.
True.
And everyone knows 10-year-olds are way. They had the plot of just stealing things from that guy's yard, and tricking TJ into helping them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's like because like that fight scene with Sydney and Chase of like Chase being like, I need to stand up for my friend TJ because you're just kind of an asshole. You think you can do all this shit, and then Sydney obviously just being like, yeah, you're right to kick my ass. That's how it should be. But I deserve it, and nothing is gonna change. So, it feels like the sort of thing where like if you're angry and you're pushing and you're trying to get like righteous vengeance, that sort of reaction makes you want to hurt them more.
Yeah.
And like that's sort of what it felt like, if I remember correctly. Like it felt like Chase got Sydney out there with some stupid treasure hunt thing, or that they were both out there for a treasure hunt thing.
Oh, you're right.
Right?
No, yeah, you're right. It did. No, okay, yeah. This is not you theorizing here. I'm realizing this is not you theorizing here. This is you like remembering some shit that was actually stated in narration that
Yeah.
Chase had lured Sydney out there with the prospect of having Sydney set up one of his treasure hunts.
Right. Okay. So yeah, like the fact that Chase is going along with this, despite the fact that if that did have something to do with his death, then this is Chase is extremely repressed and forgot that he did that and is like, yeah, we should totally do his scavenger hunt. Then he looks at it and he's like, wait a minute, this is a scavenger hunt where I killed him.
I'm very excited.
But, you know.
I'm very excited for
Yeah.
you to experience things.
That's where my head's at right now based on the information that we've been given. The ram strokes his chin.
I guess
The ram
that's...
strokes one out.
I think I guess that sort of makes sense. I mean, if you're okay with doing it.
TJ squares his stance, looking up.
I am. It's been so long feeling this way. I feel like this might be our last chance to do something.
What do you mean, Chaz?
What do you mean by this?
Chaz's first foray into 18 plus artwork.
And or when it's light enough out for Amber to make noise. What are you talking about?
This is more of a threat than anything I've said.
You're
Is
having
that
an
having an
idea? What
idea?
are you talking about?
It's a separate idea than what I was talking about, I guess. I fucking guess.
What are you talking about?
Anyways, let's move on before... Do you ever see the No Laughing episode of Beavis and Butthead?
No.
I've seen the clips of Beavis and Butthead sitting in like a military academy, and like the like drill instructor saying, "Do you think it's funny when I say butt?" Something like that.
Yeah.
And they're just like sitting there, just like. Did you see the part immediately after? No, because I never watched that clip to completion because I don't choose to dedicate my time to Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, you don't.
I live a better life.
You don't Beavis and Butthead to completion. You only edge.
Yeah, exactly. The guy puts the shirt on his head and goes, "I am Cornholio." And then I turn off the TV. Bad is correct. Anyways, Carl looks over at me. I nod, indicating I feel the same way. I don't...
Rocks. Stop throwing rocks at my friend. I need them to narrate.
If you need to... Shink's attack is a better, less intrusive way to show your disdain for me. Everyone does it all the time.
Yep. Plus, it's cheaper.
Is it? I don't remember how much Shink's attack costs. 100? Wow, that's really cheap. I should up it. Ouch. Thank you, Amber. But I can't say yep, rock. Well, that's... No! Please! For the love of God! I shouldn't have mentioned it. I shouldn't have mentioned it at all. But I can't...
Awesome.
No! For those of you who are just on Amber's stream, this is nothing. Nothing's happening. Ow. Oh! Hi, Big Shinks.
Yeah, for the people who are only watching my stream or my VOD, over on their channel, Zach is currently being attacked by several Shinks and then also one huge Shinks.
Alpha Shinks. Yippee, violence! I can't even... Oh, you can see a little bit of my... I'm still hidden Omega. Hey, no, not what I said.
So true.
Anyways, despite the fact that you can't say "Yep, rock," Chaz, you know, save it for when it's appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I have multiple levels of needing to be stopped, and rocks are more expensive because they disrupt the stream more.
Yep.
This is your lesson on Andromeda Zack stream culture concluded.
Lurk more.
I don't fully understand this new direction in TJ either, but I sure as hell supported him.
Well, okay then. I'll go grab it. You want to just open it now? Let's go to the motel or something with Jenna there too. Okay.
Well, don't worry, I'm fucking broke. Well, you would have had more Shinxes to throw at me if you were using Shinxes instead of rocks.
Yep.
And you could have lurked more. I need to post my streams in your server more too, just as notifications.
1 of Shinx is 3 of Rock.
Yeah, exactly.
No, 3 of Shinx is 1 of Rock. I may be
3
stupid.
Shinxes make 1 rock. Well,
Yep.
actually, because the Yep Rock has 3 rocks. Oh, damn it.
Stop it.
That was
it.
vanilla. It's fine.
You
He
need to
gets a
stop
pass. Carl finishes the door before making his way to the stairs. She seems to deflate then, his shoulders hunching back in. That wasn't so bad. I mumbled to him once I think Carl's out of earshot.
Yeah, it was okay.
We stand there awkwardly as we wait. The whole situation is so strange. Carl comes back with a crumpled-looking white envelope in his hands. TJ eyes it, the first ending up on the back of his neck.
So, you dudes want to drive back to the motel, or...?
Actually, we didn't drive. Carl drops his hands to his sides. It's me, the Vap from the lake.
Hi, Sparrow. Hi, Sparrow.
My favorite things are water with no ice, water with no ice, water with no ice, and dirt. See you in Echo 2.
See you in Arches.
Fish. All right. Carl drops his hands to his sides.
Are you freaking serious? I can't walk in that heat.
Actively playing Arches right now.
So true. Arches fucked me up way worse than anything in Echo.
07 soldier. TJ did. I took up some of the fur on the lynx's neck to show Carl. TJ actually jumps a bit and I quickly let go. I want to ask him what's wrong, but Carl keeps talking.
Man, I'm gonna smell like shit once we get there.
Sun's almost gone anyway. Carl smirks at me.
I sweat walking in the wintertime.
Take off your fucking hoodie then, buddy.
No, it's his dysphoria.
Oh, you want to see me
hoodie.
shirtless?
It's his dysphoria hoodie.
He's boy moding. Leaning really close to my monitor. Does TJ have freckles? I didn't remember he had freckles. Yeah, he's got freckles. He's a little cutie like that.
Yep.
Anyways, take it off, Carl. We need to see those tits. You can take a shower at the motel. Carl blows his breath out loudly, frowning. I don't like being naked around my friends for no reason.
Okay, but I'm gonna put on more deodorant before we go. That's not true. Carl loves
Oh, right.
Carl loves being naked because he doesn't see value in his body as it currently is.
Exactly. That's why he... and when he's showing his ass, it's as a joke.
And
And it's also, like, it's... there's something to be said about showing your ass more than showing your chest.
You're so right. You're so smart.
Imagine showing your whole ass as a bit.
Yeah.
Imagine showing your whole ass and then accidentally showing your balls and getting really upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
The walkback isn't so bad. Carl makes it out to be a lot worse than it is with all his gasping and wiping his face constantly. She gets a text from Jenna to meet at the diner instead of the motel since she's going there for dinner anyway. Once we walk in, oh my god, you made him... But, like, you could have walked to the motel, then taken the shower, and then got in the car. You kept walking to the motel. Fuck off. Fuck you, Chase and TJ. You're both too... this is the corruption arc. It's into exercising.
The corruption arc is making Carl lose weight.
The corruption arc is first corrupting Chase into losing weight, and then corrupting Carl into losing weight.
Fuck. That's worse than any of the horrors of Echo.
That's worse than converting them to Christianity. At least with Christianity, you can still be a fat fuck. Chunt maxing. Fuck, I don't know. Chunt maxing's good. But unfortunately, TJ's already gotten to Chunters and is already influencing him. So this is TJ maxing. Teach maxing. Yep. I didn't realize.
TJ Maxx. We're going to TJ Maxx.
We're going to TJ Maxx. What the fuck is chunt maxing even? Well, chunt maxing is when you want to fuck all your friends and you turn off your brain and start thinking with your dick.
Chunt maxing is when you kill. Chunt maxing is when you kill your friend as a child and allow the ghost inhabiting his body to possess you instead.
Oh, that's called being based, actually. You've known people like that. There's like three things that could be a reply to: being the driving with your dick, the ghost thing, or the growing out a goatee so it looks like the Fu Manchu.
Anyway.
Once we walk in, Carl lets out a gasping groan of relief that turns a few heads. Take your pick. Wow, that's bad. You shouldn't know that person.
All of the above.
Refuses to elaborate. Jenna looks up from a corner booth and waves at us. I wave back and start making my way over.
Going to the bathroom. Gotta wipe my pits.
TJ makes a sour face as he follows me to the table. Jenna scoots in so we can slide next to her. Chase, I know your main focus isn't this. If it were me, I would grab Carl by the shoulders and go, dude, you've got to make sure the door locks. I know it happened. Right. Look, it happened to me. Remember, you've got to really slam it shut and jiggle the knob to make sure it locks. It might look locked. Check.
Jiggle the knob.
And Carl says, yeah, I do that all the time, buddy. Ew.
Yeah.
Jenna. Anyways, I'm sorry that's the first thing.
So, what's this all about?
Carl found a treasure hunt that Sydney made. Jenna toys with a brown leather purse, staring at it. I've been infused! Why are you covering me in blood?
That's scary. I don't know.
I don't really have context for this. I just want to post it while I'm able.
So true.
Fight is just... Oh, this is... I see. This is... I'm going to say this is based on the animation of the Pikachus hitting each other, slapping each other in Pokemon the movie. That's what it feels like. Inspired by it at the very least.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, like a map or something?
A letter.
What are you gonna do with it?
Well, I look over at TJ, but he doesn't say anything, instead looking out the window at the sunset. Fucking, it's your idea, man. Own it. Anyways. We're thinking about doing it.
You're thinking about going on the treasure hunt?
Yeah.
I mean,
Jenna pauses, clearly trying to choose her words carefully. Okay, which of my like undergrad psych classes applies to this situation? And she's like skimming through a mind palace, and none of them apply because this is the most fucked up situation you can imagine. What
Yeah.
stage of grief is this? Because that's all I learned.
I mean, would there be anything left of it at this point? It would have to be at least 11 years old by now.
Jenna looks over at TJ, studying his reaction. He doesn't give her anything though, still staring at the window. Damn. all my experience. Look, Chase, the way you look at your friends isn't natural. We, the Phantom Thieves, are gonna steal your heart.
What the fuck are you talking
Chase
about?
Hunter, the icon of lust.
Shut the fuck up!
No. Somehow I'm in the mind palace. She doesn't know who I am and don't know why I'm there.
Yeah. Chaz is the secret 8th guest character.
Chaz was the minor.
Yep, Rock.
Yep, Rock.
Fuck, dude.
That's what he said every time he found gold.
Fuck, dude. Chaz is the Patreon bonus character like Inchi, shut the fuck up.
Chaz Hunter. Anyways, I spread my hands out on the table, instantly regretting it as I feel the grease slide right into the hands. We're seeing it more as a closure sort of thing. Shakes grease off paws. We're not really expecting to find something. TJ finally looks back at us.
He made it for us, so I feel like we should do it. For him.
Jenna stares back down at her purse.
I guess Flynn won't be involved.
No.
And Leo? He's gonna be busy for most of the week. I don't think he'd really want to anyway.
Imagine Chase just has constantly his greasy bacon paws.
Yep. Why not?
Yeah, TJ looks like he's trying to choose his words carefully. TJ looks like he's trying to choose his words carefully.
He pretends like it never happened. I don't want to bring it back up for him.
No one says anything else until Carl shows back up, the fur in his head and face a little wet.
Hey, Jenna. Carl.
This is giving the two distant ends of the friend group.
Yep.
This is giving the, hey, yeah, you're my friend's friend. Yeah, we hang out. That's it.
Yeah.
Jenna nods at him as he sits across from me. He reaches across the table, snatching up a menu from the metal holder in the center.
I'll pay if anyone wants something.
Jenna curls a lip in disgust, but I'm starving, so I start browsing the menu as well. TJ goes back to staring at the window, and I can see his ears twitching around.
So, where is this treasure hunt thing?
Carl looks up and sees that Jen is staring at him.
Huh? Oh, I have it. I'm gonna order real quick though. Chase is ready.
I nod and Carl waves his menu at Janice, who quickly bustles our way with a tray of glasses of water. And pants? She's wearing pants now. But there's definitely still something off about her. Dude, they had a shrimp fry this rice.
the treasure hunt.
The treasure chunt. Sydney's like, yeah, I'm making all these treasure hunts for you, Chase, because it's your fucking name. I actually don't care about this. It's all for you, Chunter.
Oh my god.
Her eyes are wide, her smile more like a grimace as she sets down her glasses and straws. She takes her orders well enough, though, and Jenna waits patiently as Carl and I order a meal and TJ gets a smoothie. Ugh. Smoothie. A smoothie at a diner? What's wrong with you? Get a milkshake like a real American.
So true.
Smoothie at a diner.
So true.
Carl methodically tears off one end of the wrapper of his straw before he blows on the other end, shooting the rest of the wrapper at me. That's the most verbose way of describing that. But like, yeah, that's what you do. I'm trying to think of like, how would I like? Carl takes off one end of the wrapper of the straw, then blows the other end at me. No, yeah, no, that is like honestly, that's pretty close to as precise as concise as you can be about that action because it doesn't have like a name.
Yeah.
T'Chunt.
Yep.
T'Chunt sounds like a Star Trek alien name.
Yep.
T'Chunt, son of Moog. T'Chunt, his eyes open. T'Chunt when the walls fell. T'Chunt is an enemy in 100 Line.
Sorry, I'm trying to formulate more more Darmok ass sentences, but my brain is not working.
T'Chunt and Leo at Echo.
T'Chunt at the lake.
T'Chunt at the lake again. Tej and T'Chunt, their eyes sorrowful.
Yeah, you're
I
grasping
flinch and
it.
try to catch it, failing as it falls to the floor. Then it clears her throat loudly.
So, where is it?
Carl looks at her, the straw still in his mouth.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, right.
Carl reaches into his pocket and pulls out the envelope. He pushes it onto the table, face up. There's writing in black marker on the front. Treasure hunt number 7. T'Chunt, Paragon of Thirst.
That's his Magic the Gathering card.
That's how the 100 Line commanders are formatted. It's Paragon of blank. And the main final boss is the Paragon of Hope. There's the Paragon of Love, Turam Tammy, and she's like an idol.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Paragon of War. There's the Paragon of Hatred, who's a guy who has 4 sides and they're sometimes positioned in a very interesting formation. 4 different angled right angles. Oh, the Paragon of Reverie. Right. Yeah.
Right.
Paragon of Love might be Ava. I don't remember.
100 Line sure is a video game.
It sure fucking is. I think the EchoCast would be a true Nightmare Blunt rotation. Ava's Nature, that's right, yeah. But that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Carl would be the only fun blunt rotation person to be with.
Yeah.
Do you think Carl would be a good moderator? I don't know if that would be.
No, I don't think.
Carl would be like
Carl is not Carl. I don't think Carl can be a responsible trip sitter.
Exactly. Yeah. No, he doesn't have that skill set. Leo might.
He might. Unfortunately, his judgment is clouded by thoughts of the Chunt.
Yeah. He'd be like, listen, guys, I'm really responsible. I'm sure I can take care of all of you. And then, like, one puff in, he's like, I miss Chunter. And that's the only thing he can say for the next 3 hours. TJ there in a full hazmat suit, absolutely not partaking. Full N95, full scuba rebreather.
Yeah.
Anyways, we all stare at treasure hunt number 7.
Should I read it?
Carl sets a hand down on the letter.
Or someone else?
Carl's eyes briefly flick over to TJ, then quickly look back down at the letter. TJ's hand comes up, then surreptitiously scratches an ear before letting it fall back into his lap.
The redirect. The skillful redirect.
It does seem appropriate that TJ open it, but if he doesn't want to. Carl looks just as hesitant, so I finally reach out and gently slide it out from under his hand. I can read it. No one objects, so I open it carefully, not wanting to rip anything as I pry the adhesive apart. Chill goes up my spine for some reason. A strange, surreal vision comes to my mind's eye of inky blackness leaking out of the envelope, spilling slowly across the table. I heard like a note. A chill goes up my spine. I heard the singular note of the background music, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, we got to do this. We're in it now.
Yep.
I can feel it too, like a cold draft is wafting from inside. I pause, feeling an emptiness in my chest. What the hell? I give my head a small shake, breaking out of the trance. I guess it's only natural I feel this way. And that's Sydney's handwriting on a letter sealed after he licked it. He loved making these treasure hunts. It's really sad, so it makes sense that I'd feel this sudden drop in mood. Yeah, that's why. That's why. It's because you're sad.
Yep.
And it's a drop in the mood. That's why you're freaking out. That's why. It's the only reason.
Yep.
I swallow as I continue to pry it open, the feeling getting worse and worse as I do. When it's finally fully open, the feeling slowly subsides. Tension in the air seems to melt away too, like the whole town just let out a sigh of relief. I look up for a moment at the others, wondering if they're feeling the same way. It's hard to tell as they're all looking intently down at my hands. I quickly look down again and stick my fingers inside, feeling a piece of paper catch on a pad. Gently, I press down on it and slowly slide it from the envelope. It's bright white copy paper folded once in half. Yeah, 12 years isn't enough for, like, copy paper to yellow, I don't think, especially sealed in an envelope in a dry crawl space.
Mm-hmm.
It's been creased so long that it's starting to part at the fold in the middle part so that the edges are barely holding it together. I see. Wow. Fascinating. Because when I crease something, I crease it the whole way through. But of course, this kid would just fold it a little bit and then crease it like most of the way through. Anyways. Black blotches bleed through the paper, probably written with the same thick marker that was used for the envelope. I gently unfold it, not wanting to rip it apart more than it already has been. The big blocky black letters are sloppy and childish. Even though it's only a few sentences, it covers the entire page. The last few words trail off into a tiny, almost illegible scrawl. It droops off down the side of the paper as Sydney realized he'd ran out of room at the end. Okay, I clear my throat, then start reading aloud. Welcome to treasure hunt number 7. This is the biggest one so far, and it took a long time. Oh, no. And it took a long time. So no cheating this time. I'm talking about you, Carl and Chase. No skipping steps. First clue, these things fly really high. It's in their home with my comb. In their home with my comb.
Using your entire brain to puzzle out a treasure hunt designed by a 9-year-old.
The real difficulty here is I don't know how stupid this 9-year-old is.
Very.
Because bees don't fly very high.
With my comb. It's Sydney's.
It's in their home with my comb. These things fly really high. Well, we don't know Sydney's home either, so I don't have that information. Chase, you don't have to do this one. I know you hate it. You'll see if you figure it out. Good luck, guys. Sid. I feel my throat close up just a little as I stare down at his name. He always wanted to go by Sid, but it never stuck, so none of us ever did. It's fucked up. Flynn's calling him Sid. Now.
Yeah.
It takes death to stop dead naming someone.
Yeah.
Just didn't suit him. Yeah? I look back up at the others. Carla's still staring at the paper, and TJ's looking out the window again. Jen has a hand up to her mouth, staring as well.
Wow.
Then she wipes at her eyes, and I look away. I guess I never really thought about how this might affect Jenna. She and Sydney never really got along because of the way he treated TJ, because he was a huge piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Still, he was just a kid like the rest of us. Carl lets out a ragged cough. Ugh. That whole cheating thing was... Oh, right. I forgot.
I'm Carl.
You're Carl.
That whole cheating thing was totally you, Chase, not me.
I look up at Carl, raising a brow. You're the one that told me to do it. Carl smirks.
And you're the one that did it. What did you do?
TJ asks quietly from his corner, finally looking away from the window. Wow, TJ asking someone else what they did? That's crazy. Anyway. Well, Sidney liked to reuse certain hiding spots. I mean, there are only so many places he could use.
Yeah, and Chase went straight to Sydney's mailbox and ruined the whole thing like a boss.
Like a boss. In 2015.
This game is a period piece.
I think this is just Carl being out of date. Like, even by 2015 standards, Like a Boss is fucking old, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like 8.
Turns out it was the last spot and he got the prize.
Carl makes finger quotes around the last word. Prize. Yeah, one of those plastic clapper things you used to get in elementary school for reading a lot. I love those. I'm so glad you got that prize, Chase. It's really good. Because I don't think you would have ever gotten that on your own. Fucking chunting all over the place.
Yeah. He was so mad.
Yeah. I remember dropping it on the ground because of how lame it was. I just remember Sydney crying, but I'm not going to bring that up. Carl seems to have at least lightened the mood, though, and Jenna stopped wiping her at her eyes. I'm starting to think TJ was right about this whole closure thing. I know where he's talking about for this one, though. I tapped the paper with a finger.
Yeah, it's the birdhouse.
Oh, he had a birdhouse.
Birdhouse? Where is that? The forest.
TJ sits up straighter, ears up as well.
The birdhouse is the birdhouse is on one of the trees close to the road. Oh well, I never went in there because of all the stuff that would get in my fur.
TJ looks back out the window, the sun gone now, though the clouds in the sky are still tinged red. Good sunset descriptions.
You guys want to do it tonight? Really? It's getting kind of late and we still gotta eat.
Carl looks eagerly over at the front counter, through the small rectangle that led to the kitchen.
We can use Chase's car. Besides, it might be kind of fun in the dark.
TJ, I know you want closure immediately, but like, you're gonna get someone killed.
You're gonna get haunted.
TJ adds the last bit meekly.
Hell no. As long as you guys know where it is, it shouldn't be a problem.
I gently fold the letter back up and start tucking it back into the envelope.
What did he mean by saying you didn't have to do that one, Chase?
I look up at TJ, then back down to the letter as I gently press the lid of the envelope closed. I thought I saw something and got scared one time. It was a long time ago, though. At least that's what I think he was talking about. Jenna clears her throat, seeming to have collected herself.
I think I remember that. My parents told me about it.
I frown. Really? I didn't like the idea of that. What do you mean your parents know about my ghost story? How did they know about my close encounter? That's fucked up.
What did you see?
I shrug. A person in the trees. A hanging person. Well, it's not good, is it?
Nope. Oh.
TJ shudders.
So hell fucking no to go in there tonight then? I'm sorry for the F word, Tej.
Look at his fucking raised lip. He's like, yeah, no, fuck this. Absolutely not. It's fine. I saw a lot of things as a kid. I'm normal. I promise.
Yeah.
Jen and TJ looking at Chase like this. Just like, are you normal? Are you normal?
TJ is staring at Chunt because he thinks he may be possessed by a demon. Jenna is staring at Chunt because she thinks he needs experimental psychology.
Yeah. That one Rush 2049 sound effect.
Oh yeah.
Fuck are you talking about? Oh, the normal sound
play
effect.
normal.
Yeah.
Play normal.
I will play normal. We have to play normal. It's important. Normal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know what that's from. The only thing I know that is now from Amber's Discord. That's where it's from.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not going to tell them that how I'm definitely still scared of that place. Besides, CJ looks really eager to start this, so I'm not going to ruin it for him. It's the woods at night. Whatever. You're in Echo. But really, that's not what's bothering me right now. I look down at my hands as I try to work out a timeline in my head. When was it that incident happened in the forest? I thought it'd been 10 at the time since that was when I'd started going to a psychiatrist. And I'd started going because of that. But that would be impossible because...
Here we are.
I have pants on in this scene. It's Woods time for you. Yep. Oh boy. Horrifying implication there.
Yep.
I thought that the Woods incident happened after Sid's death. And if that's the case, then how could Sid have written about it?
Yep.
And what was this doing in the crawl space?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, here a plate with massive burger and steak fries lands in front of my face. The big coyote sets down a smoothie for TJ and an even bigger veggie burger down for Carl.
Hey Janice, is Julian working today?
Janice smiles at TJ.
No dear, he's only here when I'm not. He'll be in tomorrow if you're looking to find him. Okay, thanks.
Janice then clutches her tray to her chest and watches us for a moment.
Listen, Chase and TJ, why don't you come by my house again when you get the chance?
I look up at Janice and see that she's got a strange look on her face. Confused and worried looking.
What's wrong, Janice?
TJ's voice is full of concern.
Did we do something wrong? Oh, no, you did everything wonderfully. I just want to have a talk about the way I acted the past few days.
Okay. That doesn't seem too bad. Janice lets out an exasperated sounding laugh. Ha ha.
Not really sure what came over me, just now realizing how strange it all was.
She glances at Carl.
We can talk about it later, in person. Enjoy your dinner.
She bustles off, tray still held against her body. Carl watches her go, stuffing a few fries into his mouth.
What is that all about?
Oh yeah, we saw her ass. And Carl's like, awesome. Girl ass is the best, don't you agree?
Sure.
The way Janice had looked at Carl makes me think she doesn't want him knowing about what had happened. I think she just feels bad for making us work so much. I look over meaningfully at TJ.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
TJ quickly starts sucking on his straw. Making Chase think nothing.
Yep. Well, she should.
Jenna's sitting back in the booth, having taken out her brush to start grooming the fur on her face and head. I inconspicuously slide my plate a little further away from... Yeah, how inconspicuous do you think that fucking is, buddy? I think Jenna notices. I can't believe they're making us watch the Fox experience of microaggression. Well, once we finish, we can go to get my car and head to the forest. As I lift my burger and take a bite, I look over at the counter where I see Janice leaning over her notepad. Her shoulders are shaking, and it takes me a moment to realize that she's crying. Oh. It's Woods time.
It's Woods time.
The forest is really just a patch of trees on the side of the road near Leo's house. Well, it's technically small. It still covers several acres, which is enough to get lost in. The sky is a soft blue now, just enough light to see by. It won't be long before that won't be the case, though. I pull off to the side of the road in the spot where I think the birdhouse might be. It's been well over a decade since the last time I've seen it. This is probably where the treasure hunt is going to end, considering the time that's passed. The birdhouse probably isn't even there anymore. The woods, the lake. Man, fuck nature.
So true.
We all step out of the car into the warm evening air. Carl folds his arms on the hood of the car and grins at me.
See, even with the sun gone, it's roasting. At least you can drive me home now.
Yeah. I look over at Leo's house, but his truck is gone. TJ catches my glance.
I might tell him what's going on if we find something and you want him to join us.
TJ picks at his claws. It's alright. I give him a quick side hug as we step up to the edge of the trees. I can see why TJ doesn't want to tell Leo about this. He was right about Leo pretending it didn't happen. I can't imagine it would go well if we told him about trudging up old Sydney scavenger hunts.
So, where is it?
Dana looks into the empty ditch between us and the forest, wrinkling her nose at the old scraps of garbage inside.
Well,
Carl looks up and down the tree line, squinting.
it kind of looks different now, but I think it's about here. It's only like 10 feet in, right?
Carl looks at me. And that sounds about right.
We can fan out and check all the trees that we can fan out and check all the trees that close to the road.
TJ jumps across the ditch lightly, much more lightly than the clumsy hop I execute right after, on account of my shit-ass legs.
On account of my stubby little otter leggies.
I land unevenly on the opposite incline and windmill my arms as I lean back. Carl starts laughing before I even fall, but TJ reaches out and grabs me by the shirt, yanking me back up from the ditch. I fall into him awkwardly and quickly step back, brushing myself off even though there isn't anything on me.
You okay?
I'm fine, thanks. I glare over at Carl, who's still laughing.
Did you even try, man?
He leaps over easily, clearing the ditch along with a few more feet. It's not fair, I'm an otter.
Don't let that hold you back from achieving your dreams.
Oh yeah, and what's keeping you from achieving your dreams, Carl?
Dysphoria.
Take this blue pill. Janet likes to delicately step around the garbage before climbing up the other side.
It's okay. You swim better than any of us, Chase.
Including Sid.
Shut up.
Yep. I sigh. Thanks, TJ. I turn back to the forest, which is much darker as the light struggles to filter through the branches and leaves. Well, let's start before it gets too dark. Yeah, how about like a flashlight? Did any of you idiots bring one? As we spread amongst the trees, I'm struck with how quiet it is. The only sound is the crunch of our feet on the dead vegetation, and that starts to fade as the others move further away from me. I zigzag through the trees, trying to get a look at their full circumferences. From what I remember, the birdhouse was a plain wooden thing that hardly stood out from the trunk that it was attached to. We might not see it even if we were looking right at it. Well, it's been a long time. Walking between these trees does bring back some memories. We stopped coming here after what happened to Sydney, mainly because this was his favorite place to hang out. He liked to play capture the flag here. And I can still remember how fast he was, how I'd only catch glimpses of his tail between the trees before he disappeared with the flag. His team won almost every time. The summer of 2002 was the last time we played. Sydney had even been getting along better with TJ then. And it might have been the best summer of my life. Until it happened. It was almost like Echo saw us having too much fun and wanted to end it. For good. Sydney had still been a dick, though. The image of Sydney whipping TJ mercilessly with the towel we used as a flag comes to mind. I move closer to the edge of the tree line before slanting back in again. Looking up between the branches, I see that the sky is a darker blue now. Pretty soon it'll be pitch black. It was about this light the last time I was here. When you saw the hanging person? I'd come alone when I was 10, maybe 9? It's hard to remember now, but I think I'd gone there because I was sad. I'd had good memories of the forest, so I thought going there might make me feel better. And you were sad because Sydney died, which means that there's no way Sydney could have known about the fact that you saw a dead body here, but also the... I was standing in the forest waiting to see if I did feel better. Didn't happen, so I sat down on the leaves and started crying. I was there for maybe 5 minutes before I heard some branches creaking above me. I had looked and saw feet swinging around. This confused me, so I stood up and backed away, staring up as I slowly realized I was seeing a fox being hung by its neck. Even I can remember the way he looked, his overalls and his white shirt. His head had been tilted down toward me, his tongue lolling out of his muzzle, his eyes blank. I can remember what looked like pinkish-red blood on the white fur of his chin. Ugh! I guess, yeah, if your neck breaks.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. I am feeling worried. Then I tripped over a branch, and when I looked back up, he was gone. I can't remember much after that except that I'd gone home and told my parents. That ended up with me seeing a doctor. They never found anything wrong with me, at least anything that might relate to seeing things. And then we were told that sometimes kids hallucinate, that it would stop happening as I got older. I hugged myself, feeling cold and a little scared now that I've brought up that old memory. Well, I know that I was at the age where kids hallucinate most often. I still can't get out of my mind how real it had been. Still, that's not exactly what's giving me the chills right now, because I just realized that that had been the summer after Sydney passed. That's why I was sad, because I remembered how happy the summer before that had been. So what Sydney wrote doesn't make any sense, unless I'm going crazy. A creak behind me makes me jump and I whirl around, eyes scanning the branches, terrified of what I might find. But there's nothing there, just branches creaking in the wind. I stare for a while longer before a shout from down the line of trees makes me jump.
I found it!
It's TJ's voice, high-pitched and excited. I shake myself out of my trance and start jogging towards where the lynx's voice came from. Maybe I've confused things, I'm just remembering things incorrectly. It's the only thing that makes sense. As I come up on the lynx, Carl and Jen are already there, standing around a tree trunk. Sure enough, a little wooden birdhouse is tied to the trunk with rusty wires.
I can't believe it's still here. It does look pretty beat up.
Jenna points to a little wooden plug in the opening.
It's closed up.
Think it's been closed this whole time?
I don't know, maybe.
TJ pokes the plug with a claw, then grips around the edges with all of his claws before gently pulling the wooden cork-like thing out. A thick, sticky-looking trail of cobwebs follows it. Ah! We all stare into the dark hole that's revealed. Hole?
Hole revealed. Hole revealed.
Hole revealed.
Hole
reveal. Hole reveal. Hole reveal. That's what TJ saw.
Chase, you want to reach in there? I'm sure there aren't any spiders.
I shiver involuntarily.
I don't really want to either.
Oh, and Jen is like, oh, you fucking pussies. Jen decides before pushing past TJ.
Out of my way, big boy, I'm about to get it.
I am infected with poison ivy. Bending up, she picks up a twig and sticks it into the hole before swirling it around. When she pulls it back out, it's like she's made of cotton candy cone of spider webs. She drops that and then takes out her phone, turning on the flash before holding it up to the opening.
Well...
We all wait anxiously for her to say something.
There is something here.
With that, she reaches in with just her fingers. After a few crinkling sounds, she pulls out a Ziploc bag and inside is a folded up piece of paper and a blue comb.
Holy shit, no way. Well, no one ever comes back here, so I guess it makes sense. He actually put a comb in there to make it rhyme, huh?
Jenna makes a few jerking motions away from the birdhouse to get rid of the cobwebs. She looks around and sticks it out to me.
Since you read the last one.
Okay. I glance at TJ, but he doesn't make any indication that he might want it. The bag is covered in what looks like dirt and cobwebs. A few clumps of both dangle from the bottom. I open it carefully, and when I pull out the paper, I can tell that it's been wet a few times. The bag. It's still a little crumpled, but when I unfold it, the water damage isn't bad enough that I can't read it. Still, the paper immediately splits in two this time, and I have to hold them up together as I read it. It's dark to the point where I have to have Carl hold up his phone to give me some light. Good job, but that was a little easy, right? Next, we will find out how brave you are. I know this was already a scary test for Chase, but that doesn't count. Do you really remember?
Do you really remember?
Yeah, that's not quotes, that's... Get a flashlight and make sure Leo is with you. Here it is. Stay in school, it will be cool. We'll have fun in 301. I hope you don't die, Sid. We're all quiet for a moment, then TJ giggles. I look at him, but he's covering his mouth with the hand so I can't see him smiling.
That's not really a riddle, is it?
Nice smile. Go easy on him, he was a kid.
Sorry. So the old school in room 301? I assume that's what he meant by a test of courage. Just shoot, he went in there all by himself. I wouldn't even do that now.
Yeah, that is a little weird. The feeling that something isn't right grows inside my chest.
Well, we have to break the law to get in there. We'd be trespassing.
Jenny glances at TJ because we all know the Lynx wouldn't dare break the law.
Besides, it's getting late. Maybe we can go check it out tomorrow. One of us can go in for you, TJ.
TJ looks up at the sky where stars are starting to twinkle through the branches.
Well, if we're gonna trespass, we should do it at night, right?
Jenna's mouth falls open.
Corruption arc. Corruption arc.
Chase, what did you do to this boy? Do it again.
What?
TJ looks flustered.
I mean, we don't have all that much time left here, so we should probably get as much of it done as we can.
So, you're okay with breaking the law?
Well, yeah, if it means we can finish this.
We all stare at him.
I don't know what else to say. I just really want to get this done. It feels right.
Wow, TJ, that's the opposite of what I feel anyways. We're quiet for a moment before Carl claps his hands together.
Well, alright then, let's go. I've still got a few hours before I'm going to bed.
Jenna's still like this. Shell-shocked at breaking the law, TJ.
Yep. Corruption arc.
Jenna sighs loudly.
Alright, but I want to get back before 10 so I can finish my papers. Yeah, don't worry. Onward.
Carl marches ahead of us, taking a running leap to cross the ditch. I look at TJ, who's still looking fidgety again. Hey, we'll finish this before we have to leave, okay? TJ gives me a small smile.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
What?
You didn't tell me it'd be a scary game. You didn't tell me it'd be scary.
I
don't remember if you did. You might have.
I did?
You might have just forgotten. Okay.
No, I swear to God.
Psychological horror. You did mention it.
I
and
swear
it's in
to
the
God.
description.
I swear to God, I talked several times about how this is a scary game.
And like on the page, it does say psychological horror.
Yeah, you got tricked by the furries and thought it would just be gay furry game.
No, I think I just forgot because I'm stupid.
True.
Very different. Very different scenario.
So true.
Anyways, I have a friend here to help me through it. Get spooked? No, don't. Don't spooks me.
I think
Besides,
I think in the entire game there is only one thing that I would classify as a jump scare.
well, warn me about it.
If I remember, like when it specifically comes up.
You have the game, and you'll be pressing the buttons before I do, so you'll get the.
You're right, actually. I will see.
You'll get
it
jump scared
coming.
before I do. I'll hear you yelp, and then I'll go, oh right, okay.
Oh fuck.
Chunt scare.
Yep.
Collect my pages, Sid.
Fuck. Chaz. That's really funny, and I can't explain anything.
It's good. It's good. But yeah, I've got a friend to help me out here. I have fun reading spooky. I don't have fun with the idea of getting spooked myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm doing good with the flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's like real and scary. You're welcome or sorry.
Listen, I'm doing my best to keep it at an acceptable volume.
And we everyone pet this dog.
Yeah. Metaphorically. Don't actually,
because the
don't
redeem
actually
isn't
do
on.
the redeem because I don't have my model up right now.
Yeah. But like, subscribe to Amberion on Twitch, I guess.
So true. Give me money. Give me money that I can buy burgers with.
The burgers help with the silence.
So true.
You can't be loud if you're eating burger. Well, I guess you can be loud if you're eating burger. If it's like a really good burger and you're just like, oh, this is the best burger.
You have no idea how loudly I can eat a burger.
Did we? We did get burgers in Japan.
Yeah, we did.
At Nintendo.
Right, we got Nintendo Burger. It sucked.
We got Nintendo Burger.
It sucked. It was bad. I didn't like it.
It's probably I was watching Jacob Alfred's video and he was like, "This is the best burger I've had in Japan," but it was still like an okay burger.
Yeah.
We had McDonald's too, but that was like
we got McDonald's Japan.
Yeah, it was Evangelion themed McDonald's Japan.
Yeah, they were doing the Evangelion collab. Not like we had good food.
None of those
there.
burgers are worth being loud over.
Yeah, we had good food there. None of them were the burgers. We had like The fucking
I think the best food was that steak, that
yeah,
like
the
self-grilled steak.
yeah, the fucking yeah, we had that was like that was at Akihabara, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh god, I don't remember what it was. They're doing a cool thing with Takara now and giving it like high quality, not Hot Wheels.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Um
But yeah, those like grilling your own steak, like breaded steak, like it's tonkatsu.
yeah.
Like
God, that shit was so good.
it was really fucking good.
Fucking konbini food also
Oh yeah, we
it's
had enough
insanely high
fami
quality.
chicky.
Like it's insane how high quality the food at the fucking convenience store is. Like
I've never in my life been able to get fried, boneless, dark meat chicken.
man, take me back.
Oh sevens, we're going back. We got to go back.
I'm on the other side of the wall. Like I'm fucking
Hannibal, let me in, or
no
Andre.
no I'm fucking I'm banging my palm on the wall and sobbing, crying like Rose Tyler.
I was about to fucking say the. You're the Rose Tyler, and Japan. The Fami Chiki employee is the doctor.
Yeah.
Stoically sad against the wall too.
Yeah. Anyway.
I still think about the employee at the Pokemon Center
Mm-hmm.
who saw all my Gen 4 Pokemon stuff that I got, like all the Piplups and Shinx and Dialga stickers, and was like, Sinnoh. And I was like, yeah, it's my first game. And she was like, mine too. And like pulled out like a little carabiner with Piplup on it. That was like not a part of her like work uniform.
Yeah. I love all the employees at the Pokemon Center that were forced to witness my stupid furry t-shirt of a buff shirtless Doberman.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We went to the Pokemon Cafe and the Pikachu the fucking chef Pikachu performer had to see that. It was the
Well, you
only
see, I bet they just thought you were there for the convention because that was also happening at the same
Oh,
time.
you're so right. Where is JMOF? Uh, it's
It was like halfway between Tokyo and Osaka.
yeah, it wouldn't be anywhere nearby.
But like being in the country in Tokyo as like a starter and then going to
True,
JML, like it doesn't, that seems like a reasonable tourism thing to do.
true.
I doubt you were the only one wearing a buff animal t-shirt, is what I'm
So
saying.
true, so true.
Anyways, Carl says that a cop still patrols Echo randomly at least once a night. Because of that, we let Jenna sit out in the car and keep watch. If someone shows up, she'll text us, which should give us time to get out the back of the school. Yeah, it'll still look suspicious as hell, but as long as we're not caught on the property and have some sort of excuse, we should be fine. At least that's what Carl says. We stand there in front of the door, and I notice that a couple chains hang loosely off the door, no lock to be found. At least that hasn't changed. Carl shrugs.
Teenagers break in all the time. No point in putting a lock back on every time.
Carl gives the door a shove, and it slides open very slowly, letting an unearthly squeal as it does. It did play a squeal, but it was very quiet. The three of us stand there staring into the darkness. Did somebody say the door to darkness? It's Chase! They put bugs in him! I am making
That's going
this
in the
as hard as
compilation.
possible.
That's going in the compilation. That's going in the compilation of prescient sentences alongside
Mhm, mhm,
copies are monochrome.
Yeah. The fucking the fucking Kevin MacLeod music clip highlight reel of all the times Zach predicted the future in Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not Kevin MacLeod music, but like Mario music.
Hmm. Hmm.
Anyways, TJ Fitzich next to me. Having second thoughts?
No.
His voice comes out in a crackly squeak that Carl snorts at.
Just so dark. Nighttime has a way of doing that, my man. Good thing I charged my phone before we left.
Carl takes out his phone from his pocket and holds it up before turning on the light.
Mine's almost dead.
We can share.
Mm-hmm.
Chunter takes every opportunity to be the hero for TJ specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why he killed Sydney.
Yep. His ass is not prepared. We're running a poll. Did TJ prep?
TJ carries an enema kit with him at all times.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's canon.
Right?
Sure.
Is it for him or is it for Chase? I guess we'll never know.
Oh, this sucks.
A specific otter enema kit.
Shut the fuck up. Sparrow, shut the fuck up.
Anyways, Carl sweeps the light inside, revealing graffiti-covered walls and dirt-covered floors.
Nice.
I look back and see Jenna staring at us from the car. She gives me a thumbs up. You got this, guys. I inhale deeply. Well, let's go.
Why did you
I
get
take
so
out my own
serious?
phone and step inside, and TJ follows me.
Why did you get so serious at me? I didn't get serious at you. It's just that I can't yell, so I'm trying my best to control my volume, and in doing so, I'm being extremely serious.
It's the best way of doing it. Is the like instead of screaming, just going, "I can't fucking do this right now."
Homestuck 1984.
Yeah. God damn it.
There is a streamer. So hard.
There is a streamer that I saw on my timeline who's reading through Homestuck right now on stream, and just got to Cascade.
Oh fuck!
And just him like sitting there, like completely fucking like slackjawed, and then sometimes like sniffling sometimes when like some shit that's either too peak or Jade dead.
My god.
It's good. Rewatch Cascade. It's better than you remember.
Imagine witnessing Cascade for the first time.
I don't need to. I did it already.
God.
Sitting there, probably, yeah, that's probably where I was. In a shitty IKEA desk in a townhouse, on a bad computer, looking at the screen, slack-jawed and wide-eyed as the red miles expand the box of the Flash.
God. That was peak.
Homestuck's good. Everyone should read it.
Yeah, everyone should read it. Don't bother installing the slur remover. It's good to actually experience it as intended. It's a period piece.
It's a period piece. There should just be the Warner Brothers. This is a product of its time warning.
Yeah, just like the warning I put. On as the like thumbnail preview for my playlist of old ass YouTube poop.
I still think Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff is objectively superior. I think Problem Sleuth might be objectively superior.
I need to read Problem Sleuth.
Oh, you haven't read Problem Sleuth at all?
No, I've made various attempts, but never actually got through it.
That's fair. Problem Sleuth has the issue where, because it's following a bunch of old-timey detective dicks, they have like a lot of comments about dames and the way they're like. But it's all played like because the gender binary of that specific era of time is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But they are still like none of the characters in Problem Sleuth are characters.
Mm-hmm.
Every character in Problem Sleuth is a trope of a character.
Mm-hmm.
But it still has the fucking video game bullshit that Homestuck does, but to the nth degree, which makes it better.
Yeah.
Because Homestuck kind of gives up on that because they eventually just go, okay, yeah, we made it really easy to get grist, and the lathes, we found out ways to cheat the system so we can get whatever we want.
Yeah.
We're not going to do the codes anymore, even though that was awesome and I liked it. We're gonna focus mainly on the god tier powers.
Only.
Shut up.
I mean, they stopped doing the like alchemizing shenanigans at the same time that Hussey stopped taking commands from the audience.
Right, yeah.
Like
that makes sense.
the last command provided that was actually followed through on in the comic was like, I think like during a big binge of Dave and Jade alchemizing a bunch of shit that ended with them creating a giant metal statue of Guy Fieri.
Awesome.
And then Hussey decided, no, I'm not doing this shit anymore. Fuck you. I'm closing the suggestion box. I'm writing the story the way I want to. Fuck all of you.
Honestly, that's fair. I can see why. Because Problem Sleuth was all commands, right?
Yeah.
I can see why after finishing a comic that did that and then getting started on another comic where that happens, but with real characters, you might get a little bit tired of it.
Yep. Anyway, my first experience of Cascade was I watched the fucking Voxus Dubs narrated version of Homestuck. So I didn't get to experience the fourth wall break of the Flash expanding because it was just a YouTube upload.
Right.
But I was still staring slack-jawed at this shit happening.
Yeah. Fucking, the mayor gets impaled? Are you fucking kidding me? It's the mayor! How is he gonna make it out of this one?
I had to rewatch Cascade to understand Cascade. I had to rewatch it about as many times as I had to replay Echo to understand it.
That's entirely fair. A lot happens, and you need to be really locked in.
Yeah, you have to like piece it all together.
There are only like 5 words on screen in Cascade, and like or like 5 like phrases, and one is Snowman saying, "What are you waiting for? Draw spades."
Yeah.
And the other one is Gamzee talking to Doc Scratch, where he calls them suckers.
Yeah.
And then the Green Sun happens. And you need to be extremely aware of everything that's been going on to remember why that's important.
Yep.
Why, Dave and Jade are on Durst, and the moon of Durst, and they flung it off, and they're flying into the deepest, darkest depths of Paradox space to try and blow up the Green Sun to stop Jack Noir.
A lot of Echo follows the same storytelling structure as Cascade.
And that's why it's good.
That's why it's good. That's why it's peak. That's why it's Game of the Year every year.
Because it's always 2015 in Echo.
Yeah, the Gigapulse never ended.
Exactly. Carl stands next to us, spinning in a circle.
Well, it's not that creepy.
It's pretty fucking creepy, Carl.
Okay, so the rooms here are the 200s.
DJ points up at a doorway next to us, a small label above it reading 203.
So that means we have to go up 1 floor.
I am glad that Rari agrees that Problem Sleuth is great.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have dog girls. It doesn't have patrols.
So true.
It doesn't have Vriska.
It doesn't have Vriska, it doesn't have Jade, it doesn't have Kanaya. What's the fucking point?
It does have past and future. It does have a character being split through the timeline to enough parts that they comprise all particles in the universe.
This happens in Echo?
I'll be loud so you can't, because you can't. I'll be loud for the both of us. Anyways, up a floor. Carl sweeps his light around and points to the staircase.
Shall we?
This thing's better be stable. Carl points his light up the staircase.
I can see some graffiti up there. It's probably fine.
What is that? Just turbo greening with Carl?
You could say that.
He greens out so hard he becomes everything.
You could
Carl
say
ego
that.
death.
You could say that. Carl is there.
The ram leads the way at first, tentatively setting a hoof on the first step before testing the next.
Yeah, that's good.
Strain that makes experience the Big Bang. The Big Bang attack, Vegeta does that too.
Strain that makes you witness every death that happens in the town of Echo simultaneously.
That's just regular weed. That's why Carl's like that.
Carl has known what happened to Sydney this whole time.
He just can't remember because he's mixing it up with all the other people TJ will eventually kill. And with that, he strides up the stairs while TJ and I follow a little more hesitantly.
Why don't they just demolish this place? Heard they wanted to turn it into a museum. Can't see why, though.
Carl shines his light on the railing, the wood rotted and broken.
Hey, do you guys remember when Chase saw someone staring out from one of the windows up here?
Why is Chase seeing all the fucking ghosts, man?
Oh my gosh, please don't talk about this right now. Do you even remember that, Chase?
Yeah, actually. That was a long time ago. I hardly remembered it, but I do remember seeing a dark form in one of the windows. I'd been positive it was just an object sitting in the room, but I'd wanted to tell my friend that I'd seen a ghost. It was nothing like what I saw in the trees. Thinking about it is creeping me out, though.
Stop!
TJ whines as we reach the top of the stairs then, clearly trying to change the subject, points up at the door.
Alright, 305, so... maybe this way. Chase, let me see your phone.
TJ takes it from me and points it up at the next door over.
Yeah, 304, so the last one down.
He hands me back my phone and stands there a moment. Carl chuckles.
Want me to go first? You scared?
TJ glares at him. Come on, guys, I want to get out of here too.
Okay.
Carl leads the way again, down the hall to the very end. There's more stuff in the way on this floor with a lot of desks and chairs. Carl keeps his light up, counting down the doors.
303, 302... Ah, 30... Fuck!
TJ jumps a foot into the air and I point my light at Carl. What? Carl turns around sheepishly, rubbing his hip.
Ran into this stupid desk, hurt like a mother. Really, Carl?
TJ clings to me, taking a deep breath.
But here's the door.
Carl points the light back up above the door, and sure enough, there's a 301 up there. TJ and I stand next to him, both staring into the dark room.
Hey, I think this might actually be the room you saw the thing staring at you from.
Carl!
Carl?
Yeah, me and you both, TJ. Solidarity. There's a warning tone in TJ's voice. I rub my chin. Actually, yeah, I think it is. TJ sighs loudly and closes his eyes.
Guys, please, can we just... Yeah.
Carl thrusts his hands into TJ's side as he yells, sending TJ into a hysteric fit of screaming and grabbing onto me. I stumble as I try to keep the lynx from rending my flesh with his claws.
Oh shit, sorry. Ow!
Carl reaches out to, I assume, comfort TJ, but gets a backhand across the face in response.
You ass!
I watch the two of them with wide eyes, never having seen TJ so indignant. Carl stares back, a hand up to his cheek.
Whoa. Alright, let's start looking.
As if nothing had happened, TJ takes my phone and strides into the room, his tail twitching in irritation.
I can't believe you slapped me.
Carl calls after him, but gets no response. I smile, trying not to laugh as I walk past the ram.
Can you?
He asks me, rubbing his cheek as he follows me in. Hey, you asked for it. Probably not the best time to be scaring him.
Yo, whatever. What the hell are we looking for, anyway?
I look around. From what I can see, there's not much left in the room. A few desks are pushed up against the wall, and aside from a chalkboard and map at one end of the room, there's nothing else. I go over to stand by TJ at the other end of the room looking at the desks. There's not much in here, is there? TJ sweeps the light around the room, frowning.
Not really.
Points the light at Carl, who's at the other end of the room by the chalkboard.
Anything written on the chalkboard, Carl?
Carl shines his light on the board, then gasps. What?
There is. It's a whole lot of dick.
Carl steps to the side, pointing his light at the board, and sure enough, it's covered in countless drawings of dicks. How do they even get that many on there? It's impressive, really. They must have brought their own chalk at that point.
Who's been drawing dicks?
TJ sighs. I mean, we were bound to hit a roadblock eventually. I trail off, staring at the window at the far end of the room where I see a small-looking box on the ledge. What's that? I point and TJ shines a light over at it. A metal toolbox glints back at us. TJ immediately walks over to it and I follow him. Carl joins us as TJ fiddles with the latches, popping them open. There's a soft creak as he lifts the lids, a tray extending out as he does. And there, sitting in the tray, is another folded piece of paper. There's no way.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Why not?
TJ gently picks up the note, handing me back my phone.
Shine that on this for me, please.
Someone would have taken it by now.
Well, they didn't, see?
TJ had unfolded, and he shows me the handwriting, the exact same we'd seen on the other two notes. I frown, but I don't say anything more. Maybe it did just sit here for the past 10 years? No one wanting to bother with an old-looking toolbox. But this place is broken and irregularly, with the whole point being to tag or take stuff. Someone definitely should have taken it by now. This is all on top of the idea that Sydney came in here as a little kid just to hide a note. Something isn't right, and I'm starting to feel uneasy. I don't have time to dwell on that, though, as TJ begins to read.
So you went to the school.
So you went... Okay, yeah, right, this is TJ reading it.
You found it with some tools. Next, go to where I sleep. It's where I keep my secrets, something Chase can't keep. Sid.
It's silent for a moment as we all take that in. Go to where I sleep. It's where I keep my secrets, something Chase can't keep. Chase can't keep a secret.
Hmm.
And where I sleep doesn't sound like... The riddle aspect of this does not sound like the place he slept previously. It seems a little bit more like his grave. Because your secrets go to the grave. Which would be real fucked up. Because he's dead. How's he writing if he's fucking dead?
Yep.
I feel my face flush and my fur prickle as I wonder what the hell that last line is supposed to mean. Carl and TJ don't look at me, but I can sense that they want to. Carl's the first one to make a sound, clearing his throat.
Oh, Sydney's bedroom, maybe? That's what I'm thinking. This is a kid writing this stuff, so it should be pretty straightforward.
I shake my head. Really, guys? TJ finally looks over at me.
What?
There's a defensive tone in TJ's voice, and I know he knows what I'm about to say. This is way too much. TJ frowns at me.
Too much what?
You know. I trail off, not used to TJ looking at me this way. He lets the silence drag on, and I look over to Carl for help. He clears his throat again.
You know, Tej, this is pretty weird. Like, someone would have probably taken it by now. Why does that have to be the case? People could have just missed it. We almost did.
TJ looks back down at the note, holding it in both paws. I reach out for it, but TJ pulls it back like I'm going to try and steal it from him. Can I look at it for a sec? TJ hesitates and holds it out to me slowly. I eye the links as I reach out, taking the note from him gently. TJ's behavior alone has me deciding that this whole thing is definitely a bad idea. The note looks old, just like the first two we found. The writing looks the same, too. Maybe it is possible that Sydney came in here to hide the note, wanting to make this scavenger hunt especially scary for us. But still, I can't shake the feeling that something is off about it. I need to find time to really think about this. For now, though, I hand the paper back to TJ, who takes it from me gingerly, as if worried it'll fall apart.
Carl, do you know who lives in Sydney's old house now?
Carl tips his head back as if thinking.
I can't remember his name, but he's a red panda, I think. Well, let's go then.
I give a start. To the house? His family moved out right after it happened. There's no way it's still there, TJ.
The other two were.
This is different, though.
Might as well try.
I can't imagine going up to the new homeowner and telling him about Sydney and this posthumous scavenger hunt, and him just letting us in. But the determined look on TJ's face tells me right away that I won't be able to talk him out of it. I sigh. Well, can we at least do it tomorrow? I look at my phone. It's almost 10. TJ doesn't say anything as he looks out the window, his face barely visible in the darkness. Carl shifts around next to me.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired. We'll have all day tomorrow.
TJ suddenly turns around and heads for the door.
Fine, but we are going. I am, at least.
Carl glances at me, probably feeling as uneasy as I am.
Yeah, I'm coming too. Just think it'll be easier.
TJ doesn't respond, and we make the rest of the treacherous journey out of the school in silence. Jenna looks up from her phone as I slide into the driver's seat. Wow, great job keeping watch, Jenna.
Yep. Find anything?
Yeah.
Another note?
Yeah.
Well, what did it say?
I busy myself with searching my pockets for the keys, so Jenna turns in her seat to look back at Carl and TJ.
Well, next one is at Sydney's old house. What? Really? Yeah, we're going there tomorrow.
TJ doesn't offer anything more, so Jenna turns back around in her seat and gives me a look. She seems to sense the mood, though, and doesn't question any further. As I stick the key into the ignition, TJ speaks up again.
Chase, what do you mean by you not keeping secrets?
A moment of silence goes by before I answer. I don't know, or I don't remember. It's been a long time. I lay awake next to TJ, listening to the lynx's steady breathing. I've been tossing and turning for the past 3 hours trying to get some sleep, but my mind won't settle. This whole scavenger hunt has left me with such a bad taste in my mouth. Something about it is especially unsettling, and I've turned it over and over in my mind, examining it from every angle, and now I'm sure of it. I saw that fox hanging in the forest after Sydney died. That's why I was there in the first place. That's why I had been so sad. I turn over on my side, gripping my pillow in both paws as I stare at the wall, still listening to TJ's soft snoring behind me. So how the hell is any of this happening? It's scary, but not because I think Sydney's ghost is writing scavenger hunts or some stupid shit like that. No, someone wrote the notes pretending to be Sydney, then planted them around the town for us to find. And that someone is likely one of us. Leo, Carl, Jenna, Flynn, or even TJ. Are any of us sick enough to do something like that? I know someone who's sick enough to do that. And that's the person who goes on night walks and doesn't remember them, doesn't tell anyone about them. And if so, who? I try to remember if I told anyone about that incident in the forest before today, but I honestly can't remember. Apparently my mom had told some people about it, Jenna's parents for one. I really can't imagine Jenna being among the aforementioned. Whoever's writing them seems to like singling me out too, mentioning the forest and how I told secrets. I roll back to stare at the ceiling and start wondering about TJ. He's been acting really strange the past few days. His bright, cheerful demeanor almost completely gone after we started the treasure hunt. I guess it's possible that he's upset enough to do something that's as crazy as this. Maybe it could make him feel like he's connecting to the person he'd watched die over a decade ago. Maybe he did it a long time ago and it's only now that we've come across them? Maybe he can't remember because he buried those memories? Those papers do seem pretty old. But I can't shake the feeling that this person has it out for me in some way. I think about how Carl was the one to find the first letter. But I almost immediately dismissed the idea that Carl might be involved. He would have no reason to do it. Unless... The only other person I can even imagine doing this is Flynn. He was the one most upset about Sydney's death, aside from TJ. Carl and Flynn seem to have grown pretty close over the past year or so. Could the two of them be involved somehow? It's pretty suspicious that it would just show up in Carl's basement. I roll back to my side, preferring to stare at the wall. I don't like suspecting my friends like this, but this whole thing is messed up on so many levels, and I'm really worried about TJ. Depending on how this all ends, it could make things even worse for him. Considering how Flynn treated TJ at the river, I wouldn't be surprised if it's leading up to something terrible. On top of all of that, there's the insidious way that these rhymes refer to me. I decide that I'm going to have to do something after we find the next note, depending on what it says, if we even find it at all. I'm hoping that we don't.
If you go in, I'll give you $1. No. $5.
Ah, cute hoodie.
Yay. Super Wolf hoodie.
Yay. W.
He's Wario.
Yeah, Wario. That's what it stands for, not women. Haha.
No. Can. No. You could buy like 20 candy bars with that money.
Okay, no, it's 2002, but still, they might just be idiot kids, huh?
Yeah.
50 cents worth of candy bar. Actually, 2002, 50 cents for Snickers. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
yeah. It's even got green and purple. It even has a watermark.
Yep. I'm not going in. Alright, quit yelling.
Carl and I swing side by side, synchronizing our legs so that we swing back and forth at the same time. As always, it doesn't work because Carl's so much heavier than I am, and physics is different, so, you know. The wind feels good on my fur, finally cooling me down after being out in the heat all day. Toby sits on top of the slide next to us, watching with a bored look on his face.
It's my turn, Chase.
In a minute.
It's been like 15 minutes.
Nuh-uh. Toby sighs and sits back, pouting. I look back over at the old school and smile. If you go inside, I'll let you.
No!
Toby's shout seems to echo around us, and I giggle. It seems to... Fine. We swing a little longer, the rhythmic squeaking of the chains being the only sound.
When's Sydney coming back with the popsicles? He's taken forever.
Maybe his mom caught him and made him stay home.
Ugh.
Carl leans far back in the swing, and I feel the entire thing shift around. Wonder if it's going to collapse.
We should go to your house, Chase. It's too hot. I want to swing!
I lower my feet and let them kick through the dirt as I slow myself down, sending a cloud of dust in the air. This talk about Sydney reminds me of something I've been told about yesterday, and now that he isn't here. Hey guys, my mom told me something about Sid yesterday. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Toby Dilray slid down the slide and walked out next to me, holding one of the chains on the swing as he tries to push me out of the seat. Don't push me, Toby. Don't you want to hear it? It's a secret. We just stand between the two swings as Carl kicks his hooves into the dirt next to us. Very funny that the secret is told to TJ and Carl.
Mm-hmm.
And only... This isn't even something that Chase remembers. This is something the ghost of Sydney remembers, specifically. Anyways.
Keep swinging, Carl. I want to swing with you. Wait, what's the secret? Swing, Carl.
Wait a minute. It's really weird. Seems to finally catch Toby's attention, and he settles down.
What?
Carl and Toby stare at me, and for the first time I feel a little worried about telling them, but having their full attention like this is kind of cool. You know what happened to Sid's dad a while ago when school started, right? Oh, it didn't stick, did it? Didn't stick, asshole. You just didn't want to call him by Sid, despite the fact that it was a nickname and you already called him that, and
Yeah.
just not to his face because you didn't like him.
Yeah.
Because dead naming is actually cool.
Yeah.
It's an okay punishment for people you don't like. Is that it, Chase?
Yep. Yeah.
Charles completely stopped on the swing now, staring at me. Well, my mom says the cops think it's really weird what happened.
Sydney's dad died. He's in heaven now.
Oh, I can feel the cross manifesting. Toby says it matter-of-factly and starts to swing a little again.
Even if you're a Mormon, you can go to heaven. My dad said so.
That's really funny. It's really funny to go to Utah and say even Mormons can go to heaven.
Word of God, word of the writers is that while the real Echo is in Utah, the Echo of this game is in Arizona.
Okay. Still close enough for Mormons to have a presence.
The explanation given by Howley is that he just thinks the desert in Arizona looks better.
That's fair. It does. With the exception of the salt flats at night.
Yeah. It was in Ori the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Umbreon and Espeon are gonna show up any second.
The lake parts, and from the depths rises a Jolteon.
Yeah.
I held my breath for 13 years.
It was Sydney.
No, Sydney just like was going down there and saw a Jolteon.
Yep.
They hung out.
Yep. They were hanging out.
They're hanging out.
Yep.
Yeah, but do you know how he died? I start whispering and look over my shoulder at the dirt road to see if Sid is coming. It's empty for now.
He accidentally got shot when he was hunting with Sid.
That's what the adults told us, that he was accidentally shot, maybe while he was loading his gun. My mom said they aren't sure if that really happened, though.
What do you mean?
Toby seems to have taken interest again and stopped swinging, staring at me. Well, maybe Sid did something. Carl frowns.
Like, Sydney did it?
I mean, I don't know, but my mom said to be careful around him just in case. Toby's eyes suddenly widen even more as he suddenly understands.
Sydney killed his dad?
Shh! Toby flinches as I grab his muzzle with one paw, squeezing it shut. Yeah, you can do that to dogs, huh? You have to keep it a secret! Toby just sits there staring at me. Carl does the same. Now I kind of wish that I hadn't told them. They don't know, though. My mom just said to be careful. That's it. It might have been an accident. I talk kind of fast, like I'm trying to take back what I just said. I let go of Toby, but he just sits there and doesn't swing. Carl just stares at the ground, then his ears flick up. A few seconds later, I hear scuffing footsteps making their way up the dirt road, and I turn around to see Sydney jogging towards us. His arms are filled with colorful ice pops wrapped in plastic.
Hey, sorry, I had to go to the basement freezer to find some. They're Super Wolf Pops.
He stumbles up next to us, kicking up another cloud of dust. He stands there for a second, breathing heavy, sweating through his thick fur.
Grab one?
Three of us reach out automatically and take one of our own. Mine is partially melted already, blue liquid pooling at one end of the plastic. Sydney frowns at us.
What were you guys talking about? Nothing.
Carl says it almost before Sydney can finish his sentence. Sydney glares.
Yeah, right. What were you saying about me?
Sydney turns on me and I just shake my head, busying myself with opening the plastic. Then Sydney turns to Toby, his glare turning into a smirk.
Alright, Tobias. You'd better tell me what you were talking about.
Would they have been Otter Pops?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I feel my stomach turn even as I open the package and turn it upside down to pour the sweet blue juice into my mouth.
Tell me or I'm gonna wrestle ya.
Sydney goes to Toby with his paws up, baring his blunt claws. Toby eyes him for a moment, but once Sydney gets close, the lynx twists out of the way like only a cat can. Very interesting that Sydney's claws are blunt.
Hmm.
I don't know much about otter physiology or how sharp their claws are, but I feel like they're normally sharp, and TJ's claws are sharp enough to break the skin now as an adult. So I'm not sure if that's a child thing for protection for kids that roughhouse, or if it's a Sydney thing where they file down his claws because he's an asshole. Interesting. Very interesting.
I also love the hoodie that's specifically built for horns.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The little loops.
Yeah, the little buttons. Don't touch me.
That's very interesting. I wonder, like, considering how many animals here have really big ears, it's very interesting to imagine hoodies being invented, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I get the whole, like, pulling them up and then having the buttons, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Introduce apply the human trait of sweating over the whole body. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Carl said he looks really nice. I want it. Echo merch when? Toby hides behind Carl Toby hides behind Carl and I as Sydney turns to watch him, lowering his paws slowly.
What's wrong?
Toby doesn't say anything, standing behind me quietly. I can feel his cold ice pop pressing against my back. We stand in silence for a while, and I can see Sydney trying to figure out what's going on. I try to think of something fast. Hey, let's go to my house and play on the trampoline.
Yeah.
Carl hops out of the swing and starts walking toward the road. I follow him as Toby clings to my side. Sydney doesn't follow, and after a moment I turn back to look at him. He's glaring at me. What? He goes on glaring before throwing his ice pop into the dirt and running past us.
You guys suck.
He runs up the road and back toward town, disappearing into the bright sunset. Friday.
Yay. Friday.
Yay. Friday.
Okay.
You want to take a BRB and then we can go for another hour?
Yeah. We can take a BRB, we can go for another bit. I think we can get through Friday. I think we can go through Friday for the...
We got our tangents out of the way.
Yeah. Friday is, like, I think a much shorter day, in terms of things that happen.
Okay.
Saturday is where the real shit happens.
Gotcha. We'll save that one for next Friday, then.
Yeah, Saturday will be, like, an entire whole stream by itself.
Whole
Stream?
Whole stream.
Anyway.
Can't do that on Twitch. All right, I'm gonna get some drink and run an ad. I'm gonna
refill my water. I need to my decibel meter ran out of battery, so I need to plug it in.
That's really funny. I'm sorry. All right. Back in a few. I'm going to the BRB and we're gonna run an ad. Wah! Okay, I am fully back.
I'm also back.
Yippee!
I've got more water, and I plugged in the decibel meter.
Yo. Cheers.
So true.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Back at it again. It's Friday, got my hat on backwards, and I'm ready to fucking party.
Mhm.
Funk.
Leo.
The weight of the low hanging garage is the weight of Chunter's sins.
The weight of Chunter's ass.
I want him to be flat as a fucking board. I want him to have nothing.
My nothing.
I want everyone who's attracted to Chunter to be like head and hands. I can't believe I'm gonna fuck this thing.
God, you're
and
so
then
right.
like everyone else going, you don't have to, and they're like, no, I'm gonna.
You're so right. You're so right. You're so right. Actually, I'm buying into this headcanon.
It's important. It's important. I mean, he's got that fucking goatee. He has to have no traits.
Yeah, he's a flat character.
Yep. In every possible. Let's continue. Judy gets up early in the morning, and I fall in and out of sleep as he moves around the room quietly. The shower turns on at some point, and I think I hear Jenna's voice. I fall asleep again, and when I wake up next, I see Jenna in the corner of the room, sitting at the little table and typing away in her laptop. I stare at her groggily until she notices me.
Morning.
Uh,
Still tired? It's almost noon.
I rub my face into my pillow and groan. Guess I was up later than I thought. I forced myself to sit up. Couldn't fall asleep.
Yeah, I've been having trouble too. The beds are terrible.
I look around. Where's Tej?
Hike.
What?
You went on a hike.
I sit there frowning at Jenna. She taps a while until she finally notices me staring and shakes her head.
I don't know. He wanted to go alone.
He's been asking us to go with him all week.
I know. I think something's bothering him.
Jenna pauses.
Well, I know it's a scavenger hunt. Of course that's what's bothering him.
I sit on the edge of the bed, rubbing my face with my paws. This was a bad idea. Jenna goes on typing.
Maybe, maybe not. He really wanted to do it. I'm gonna try to talk to him when he gets back, though.
I stare at my feet for a moment, deciding on whether or not to just text him now. Jenna, do you think there's something weird about the treasure hunt? Jenna doesn't even look up from her screen.
Of course I do. I think everything about it is weird.
I mean, I don't even know if Sydney put those there. Jenna finally looks up at me.
Why not?
Just everything seems off.
Who do you think put them there, then?
I shrug. I don't know. Jenna stares at the computer screen for a while, not typing anymore.
Well, the whole reason we're doing this is because of TJ. This seems to be what he wants to do. And even if it was someone else that left him there, if it's gonna help him, then I'm gonna help him with it.
Jenna shrugs.
And in the end, all it is a treasure hunt. I'm just hoping that it ends at the house.
Yeah. Jenna goes on typing, apparently done with the conversation, so I finally get up to go to the shower. Breakfast is long gone by the time I go to the lobby, and what's left is a few dried biscuits. Fuck! You missed continental breakfast? You're dead. This is... You're fucked. There's
God.
Nothing left for you.
God.
Give up.
Hotel breakfast slaps.
It does. Even if it is, like, really shitty and, like, one waffle maker and then, like, some apples.
No, man, you gotta get the continental breakfast. You gotta get the full English.
Yeah, see, me and Rory went to the mountains a while ago.
Mm.
And the place we stayed at had a pretty shitty breakfast.
Mm.
It was, like, some fruit, some milk and cereal, and like 2 waffle makers.
Right.
I don't even remember if they had syrup.
I'm used to there being like
a real full continental breakfast where there's the waffle makers, there's the thing with the sausage.
Fucking
like the full heated everything.
Sausage, back bacon, fucking baked beans.
I do really like in Japan when they had rice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like rice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Waking up, going to the lobby, and having a fresh thing of fucking rice and eggs. Fucking great, fucking awesome. I don't need to cook them myself. That's awesome.
So true.
I know it's just rice and eggs, it's really easy to make. But
Echo Japan.
There's no deserts in Japan. But you could absolutely. I'm thinking now of the Echo that takes place in a rural, like mountainous Japanese village.
Yep. It's exactly
where everyone's
the same.
moved to Tokyo.
It's like the story and the plot is exactly the same.
Yeah. The lake.
Yeah.
Anyways, Chunter misses out on biscuits. I have to go to the diner instead while Jenna opts to stay in the room to finish her paper. I sit at my usual booth in the corner of the diner, half-heartedly flipping through the menu. Janice comes over to take my order, and my short answers to her pleasantries keep her from being too chatty. Man, Chunter, you're a bitch. There's no wonder Janice actually likes TJ and not you. Also, didn't Janice say that other guy would be working a day?
Yep. Marie Chunt. What do you picture? What do you picture when you type that?
That's
emote?
a very funny redraw of Chunter's like image.
Chunter's default sprite.
Yeah, arms crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Do they give you the goatee? That's fucked. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Once I'm done ordering, I sit back and look out the window, watching the bright sun bake the hot desert below. Imagine TJ out there on the trail, trudging along the path under the 100+ degree heat. Aside from worrying about what he might be going through right now, I also worry that he might pass out in this kind of weather. And I can only hope he had the right of mind to take along enough water and make sure to cool off like he did to me. I looked down at my phone on the table, again considering whether or not I should call him. Maybe a text at least. Hey man, smile. Then I set my phone back down and wait for a response, wondering if I might drive out to the trail myself if he doesn't. That's when I sense someone move up next to the table. I look up expecting to see Janice, but I'm met with the sight of a young white deer, his clasped paws holding a folded blue apron. I blank on his name for a few moments, and I'm left there with my mouth hanging open like an idiot. The guy. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. Then I remember, oh, Julian, what's up? Julian smiles.
Right.
I'm taking him, right?
I had you take Julian because he's a guest character.
Right.
But this today opens with like a kind of long ass segment where there's
I got it.
It's just Julian and Chase.
I got it.
All right, you got it. I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah. I'm gonna crack some wise, and you can explode about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, my shift just ended and saw you sitting here. Hey, wait, but he doesn't go on. Oh, I don't want to say it, but it looks like he's expecting it, and I can't really find a way out, so... Wanna sit down? Yeah, sure. Julian responds quickly and slides in the booth across from me, setting his folded apron down on the table. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I wonder if I sound a little annoyed. Part of me hopes that I do, so that he might get the hint like Janice did. But he goes on sitting there, interlocking his fingers and resting his forearms on the table. How are you today? Good. You? Julian shrugs. I've been better. This job is really starting to wear me out, you know? Yeah, I've had a few like that. While the buck seems nice enough, I don't think I've had more than 5 conversations with the guy in my entire life. He was just a regular face that I saw through middle and high school, a part of the background. It wasn't until the last few years of high school that I noticed him and TJ hanging out, and TJ was the only reason we ever briefly interacted. So I'm a bit confused now as to why he's suddenly taken an interest. Yeah? What sort of job do you have? Well, I'm between jobs right now. I'm going to school, but I'll probably stock shelves over the summer like I did last year. So that job wore you out? Well, no, but my fast food job did, the one I had in high school. I kind of like stacking boxes and putting stuff on shelves. See, I think food service jobs are definitely the worst, so I can see why stocking might be a little better. He breaks off as Janice comes back, sitting down my chicken sandwich.
Oh, you know Chase, Julian?
A little. I know him through TJ.
Oh, well, if you see that boy again, let him know that I'd like to chat with him.
I look up and Janice gives me a wink before bustling off. I decided to definitely not let... Jesus Christ. This guy.
This guy.
This guy.
I'm trying to remember what the Julian lore is.
You can look it up while I keep reading.
Yeah, you know what? I have the... Yeah?
You've got the power.
You've
got the power to be his friend.
echoproject.fandom.com.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to school too, over at Mesa, and this diner has some seriously flexible hours. Only reason why I'm still here. At least you guys don't seem very busy, even during the lunch hour. And out of the 2 or 3 other occupied tables. Yeah, it's a wonder we're still in business. Probably gonna have to close down in a year or 2. That idea actually makes me a little sad. And I look down at my chicken sandwich, feeling a bit awkward at the idea of Julian just watching me eat, so I leave it on the plate for now. Julian leans back and looks out the window. So, where's Teach at? I thought you two were hanging out. I get the feeling that this is the main reason why Julian is talking to me. Yeah, he went off on a hike earlier this morning. I slept in. Oh, I see. You still do that a lot? And I shrug. I don't know, we've only been here about a week. He does love going on hikes, though. I mean, does he do that at CCU? I stare at Julian for a second before I realize what he's talking about. Oh, no, I don't go to CCU. I'm at Pueblo. Oh, so you guys met up here? Well, I picked him up and brought him here, along with Jenna, but she goes to Pueblo too. Oh, okay. I grow a little frustrated at having to exposit everything to this guy. Because that's what this is. This is exposition. This is not an explanation for Julian's sake.
Yeah.
All I want to do is eat, then go back to the motel and wait for TJ. I see. Well, TJ was my best friend during senior year after you and Carl left. We hung out all the time after he left for college. We kind of lost touch. Yeah, he's not very active on social media. I've only seen TJ post a few pictures since he started classes. Few were of him on the college soccer team, and one was of him standing in a prayer circle along with an inspirational quote. But Julian revealing that he was TJ's best friend toward the end of high school cools my exasperation. I suppose he does have a reason to know what TJ might be up to. He was kind of depressed right after graduation, so I've been a little worried about him. Depressed? That surprises me. I've never known TJ to be depressed. Despite having every fucking reason to, Chase, you chunt.
Yeah.
Sure, he's been sad before, but not outright depressed as far as I know. Was 2015. It had... it still had connotations to be depressed. Instead of everyone feeling it all the time because the world sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know much about him. I thought it might have to do with graduation, but it went on all summer. Oh, well, if you want to talk to him, I can definitely let him know. I just my phone on the table. I also make a mental note to myself that I should talk to TJ too. About everything. Julian smiles. That would be great. Please do. I think he must have changed his number after leaving. Okay. I hesitate, then pick up the phone to type out the brief message. I just met Julian at the diner. He'd like to talk to you, Smile. TJ hasn't texted me back yet. How long have you known TJ? I set the phone back down and settle back into the booth. Well, I guess we're doing this. Let's actually have a conversation. Is that how you're gonna feel, Chase?
Yep.
Since he got here in like 2001, so 14 years ago? Wow, it's a long time. Yeah, it really is. You guys always been good friends? For the most part, I had times where I was kind of a dick to him, but he's always been a good friend to me. I see. Yeah, we all went to the same elementary school, but it wasn't until junior high that I met him in Bible study.
Oh.
Catholic dear. Or Christian dear.
Yep.
Ah. Chase immediately shuts back up again. Of course. I always knew about you guys, though. The Echo Kids. Yep, that was us, the weirdos. Julian glances around before lowering his voice. It was a mean thing to say, but this town is kind of messed up. A lot of weird things happen here. And I can't argue with that. Julian looks around again, biting his lip. Then he lowers his voice another notch. Hey, so this is gonna be a bit weird, and I don't want to offend you, but it's something that's bothered me for a while. I eyed Julian warily. Yeah? TJ told me what happened at Lake Emma a while back when we were talking about death and heaven. I feel a little chill go up my spine. Well, he never actually told me about what exactly happened, but I can tell it really affects him. Julian pauses, but I don't say anything, keeping my eyes fixed on the table. You don't have to tell me, and if it makes you uncomfortable, please don't. But I feel like if I have a better idea of what happened, I might understand him a bit better. Julian brings his interlocked fingers up to his chin to rest on. I'm not going to ask him to tell me, of course. I know it was a long time ago, but I know you can carry stuff like that around for a long time. So if you're not okay with it, then please just let me know and I'll change the subject. I contemplated for a moment, wondering if the buck is out of line to be asking about such a thing. I decide he isn't. He's one of TJ's best friends, so in a way he's sort of connected to it. So I guess he does have a reason to know. Okay, but please don't bring it up with TJ. Like you said, it still really affects him. Never. Julian looks at me solemnly. I think for a moment, gathering my thoughts. It's been a long time since I thought of the story from the beginning to end. It was around August, I think, 2003. It's a little bit hard to remember. What I do remember is that we'd all gone down to the lake to swim like we did almost every week. There's this little spot where the beach kind of curves in and it's mostly sand and shallow water. That's where we'd usually hang out and swim. Even though the water was always sort of stagnant there, it was at least safe and warm compared to the rest of the lake. I think at some point one of us wanted to go and skip rocks. We had to go further up to the shore to do that, and TJ was more interested in building sandcastles. So he stayed behind while the rest of us went up to the beach to find the rocks. When you go up that far, you can't really see that spot anymore, so I'm not completely sure what happened. I vaguely remember looking back at TJ as we went up the beach. And Lynx bending over his castle, the back of his wet swim trunk covered in sand from when he'd sat down. Sydney went with us. I at least remember that, but while we were skipping rocks, he just sort of disappeared. Glance up at Julian for a moment and see him listening attentively before I look back down at the table. Anyway, we heard some splashing and some shouting from TJ, and we all ran up to the beach to see Sydney floating out in the lake. I swam out there and got him. Too late, though. I don't mention the part where TJ was crouched in 3 feet of water, staring at Sydney's body floating 20 feet away from him. I don't tell him that TJ's explanation for what happened always amounted to Sydney stepping out too far into the water. And maybe the current knocked him off balance and pulled him in. How he'd even said that it almost looked like an invisible shark had grabbed Sid and pulled him out. How none of it makes any sense at all.
Slenderman got him.
I mean, yeah, Chase is kind of slender. No, that's what it does. That is a vibe I am getting. On account of my theory hasn't been disproven yet.
Yep.
Because aside from being up with the rest of the group, skipping rocks, Chase has no like alibi, and all the weird time shenanigans and someone good at swimming just grabbing him, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously something weird happened, but could have been Chase. Hell, it could be Chase now. It could be current Chase goes to the lake, goes for a swim, and then just fucking grabs kid Sid and drowns him. Whatever.
Fascinating.
Like, seeing the fox, seeing the thing in the window. I wonder if the fox is the miner. Because you don't know anything about what happened other than he died. You know?
Well, the fox died in the mine. Like, a body was discovered in the mine. We learn more about what the deal with the hanging fox is in other routes.
I would imagine. Anyways.
Yep.
None of us are sure what happened. Seems to be enough for Julian, though, as he shakes his head. I'm very, very sorry to hear that, but thank you for telling me. All I knew was that a friend of his drowned in the lake. He didn't tell me how close he was to it. It makes sense why that would still deeply affect him. No problem. I realize that Julian is probably the first person that I've ever told the story to outside of Echo. I also realize that it wasn't hard at all to do. I suppose it's easier to tell someone who wasn't related to the incident, someone that has no connection to the raw horror of that day. That and a lot of time has passed. Maybe I just got over it without even knowing. But yeah, Echo was a crazy place. You know about that mass hysteria thing that happened 100 years ago? This place is kind of famous for that. Almost all of the paranormal podcasts I listen to have an episode on it. My heart skips a beat as I suddenly remember my project. I cover my face with my paws. Shit. What's wrong? Did I say something? I uncover my face to see Julian looking at me with some concern. No, I just forgot some schoolwork that I need to get done, a project. The excitement around the scavenger hunt completely wiped the thought of it from my mind. Oh, what kind of project? A news report on Echo and that mass hysteria incident. I've barely done anything on it since I first got here. Hey, that's so cool. Do you need help? I blink, the buck's eagerness surprising me. And for the first time I see him become embarrassed, the skin on the inside of his ears turning a dark red. Sorry, it's something that's always interested me, so I got a little excited. I glance down at my phone and see that I still haven't gotten a response from TJ, so I get an idea. Despite my initial annoyance, I like how considerate Julian is about the whole lake incident. I also want to give him a chance to see TJ before the end of our trip. Well, actually, I've been meaning to get some footage of the mine, or at least the opening, since it's sealed up. If you want, we can head up there to get some shots and at the same time look for TJ. The trail is in that area. Julian perks up. Hey, that'd be really awesome. Thanks. Do you want to eat first? Do you want to eat that first? I look down at my sandwich, then shake my head. I'll just eat on the way to the motel. Oh, I got my truck. I can drive you over, and there's a bunch of room if you need it for your equipment. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks. Let me just get a to-go box and we can leave. 20 minutes later, and we're heading up the narrow canyon road to the mine. Haven't been there in years, but the dirt road leads straight to it, so I don't even have to look up instructions. Julian chats away while I eat my lukewarm sandwich out of a foam to-go box. While there's an almost robotic quality to the buck with how articulate he is, he's also really nice. I can certainly see why TJ would call him a friend. The bumpy road curves upward, and finally we get to the mine. A mine upward?
Yeah.
Upward! We're going to upward!
What?
Team Fortress 2.
Oh.
And also a Germa joke.
Okay, sure. Anyway, I have the Julian lore. Julian is one of the backer guest characters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything particularly interesting about his addition to the game or his contributor. Besides the fact that besides Julian, who is kind of a nothing character, the same person also contributed a guest character for another route that is my favorite character in the entire game.
Not even guest character, just favorite character overall.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Misha is my favorite character in the entire game.
So they're brothers.
No.
They're made by the same guy.
I mean, yeah, but no.
Disowned. Let me reset my model. I'm a little bit too tilted at the towers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We get upward. There's a wide open dirt space for parking, along with some concrete barriers along the edge of the drop-off. There are a few signposts probably giving a brief history on the mine, and then there's TJ. The Lynx is sitting at the opening of the mine, right at the entrance. He's leaning back against the rebar grid that sealed the entrance. What the? Julian stops talking and looks over at me, then in the direction I'm looking. Whoa, is that Teach? I don't say anything because I realize now how limp the Lynx looks. His head tipped back, his paws limply laying on the ground. Oh, I'm out of the truck before Julian can even park. My to-go box spilling out on the gravel as I jog towards TJ. TJ, hey, what's wrong? You okay? The Lynx doesn't respond, and when I get to him, I see that his eyes are open, but they're rolled back to the point where I can only see white. I bend over him, trying to help him sit up better, made more difficult by his bulky backpack getting in the way. As I'm doing this, I feel a rush of cold air from the mine. Ooh, pardon me, blowing out through the rebar. I ignored it first, focused on trying to get TJ to respond to me, but then I realized there's a hissing sound to go with it, like someone exhaling. I glance up through the grid, but I don't see anything. Still, I get the unnerving feeling that the opening is breathing somehow. Is he all right? Julian's shouting and running up next to me, turns my attention back to TJ. I look down at the Lynx and see his ears twitching around.
What?
I crouch down next to him, putting a paw behind his head to give him some support. TJ, what happened? Are you okay? JJ turns to me, blinking in confusion.
Okay? What's wrong?
He rubs at his eyes with the back of his paw before adjusting himself so he can sit up straight. You were just sitting there. You almost looked... Julian pauses. You looked like you were passed out or something. TJ finally seems to focus on us, the dazed look in his eyes disappearing.
Passed out? Oh, no, I was just taking a quick nap, huh?
TJ lets out a short laugh and leans his head back against his backpack. What, here? I look back at the sealed mine, the ominous blackness still seeming to yawn open at us. Why?
Well, it's hotter than usual today, so I started to feel like I was gonna pass out. Thought that might be a bad sign, so I decided to rest once I got here.
You came here on purpose?
Yeah, I saw the canyon with you last time, so I decided to take a trip to the mine this time.
TJ smiles lazily up at me as he continues to lounge against his backpack.
Sorry I worried at you and... Oh, Julian!
TJ seems to suddenly realize that the stag is here.
What are you doing here?
TJ quickly gets to his feet, sliding his arms out of the straps of his backpack. He hugs Julian, the stag hugging back just as enthusiastically. TJ doesn't even greet me so... intimately. Jealous, Chunter?
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Actually, no, it's still not good because jealousy implies, like, a feeling of that should be me. And you can't have that for all of your friends.
Yep.
You shouldn't. I guess they have more of a history than I thought. Hey, Cheech. Yeah, I met Chase at the diner. You weren't answering your text, so we both decided to come up and find you. That and Chase needs to get some footage for his project.
Oh, cool. Do you need help with that, Chase?
TJ turns to me with a grin. I don't know what it is, but TJ's acting a lot more chipper than he was yesterday. That almost dark broodiness is gone, replaced by his usual cheer. I have to smile because of it, despite the situation just a few minutes ago. Sure. Now the breeze of cool air seems to whoosh softly through the rebar. I look back at it. TJ, why the hell would you sleep here next to the creepy mine? TJ frowns.
It was really cool. Like, cold. I was laying in the opening and felt some cool air blow out, so I decided to lean against it. It feels really nice.
TJ walks up to the metal grid and spreads his arm out, clutching onto bars as he presses his face against it.
Yeah.
He leans his head back, pulling a face.
Well, it smells really musty, but it feels good.
I look back at the opening, the blackness inside setting chills up my spine. I think back to when a body was found in there over 100 years ago. A body has been... Even though I know there aren't any dead bodies in there now, it still creeps me the fuck out. Try to hide my shudder as I turn away, looking back at the truck.
Hey, so are we going to Sydney's old house now? Is that why you guys came to find me?
She's just trying to hide it, but I can hear the eagerness in his voice. I turn back to look at him, the Lynx now with his back to the mine pressed up against it. I want to tell him to move away from the opening, but I wouldn't be able to explain to him why. Well, let me get some filming done first. I can do the voiceover later, so it'll be quick. Held back a wince as I realize how much time that's also going to take. My project is going to be shit at this point. Can't avoid that. I just need to make it the least shit I can. The least shit as I can. Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
TJ laughs nervously, then looks away.
Sorry, I'm just a little loopy from my nap. You guys really surprised me.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm going to go get my equipment really quick. All right? Also, who the fuck naps with their eyes rolled back and their head open?
Yeah.
And it's like... I took a nap and then got possessed, but I don't know that part.
Development lore. There is in the text of the game, in the files of the game, there is a brief passage of narration where Chase describes seeing some kind of hand reaching through the rebar and petting TJ while he sleeps. That text was visible in game at some point during development, during one of the previous builds of the game, but got commented out in the update immediately following it.
Okay, that makes sense. I feel like at this point that might still be too explicit. I can absolutely see a writer going back over and going like, yeah, we know there's some creepy bullshit happening in the town. We don't need to have a hand petting TJ. He's already passed out with his eyes rolled back in his head in front of the mine. Like,
Yep.
that's already good enough.
Yep.
And the wheezing blackness, like, I can absolutely see why they would go like, yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways, it's okay. I'm going to get my equipment really quick, all right? Teach nods at me, and I jog off to the parked truck to grab my camera. Tsuchishi might still be acting a little weird, but I'm just glad he seems happy again. Seeing him the way that he was last night was a little unnerving, to say the least. And I scoop up my camera back from the bed of the truck and head back, slowing down to a walk because the heat is already starting to catch up with me. How TJ was able to go on a several-hour-long hike is absurd to me. Almost seems foolish, especially for someone like TJ who knows about how dangerous that can be. When I get back to the mine entrance, I see Julian and TJ sitting with their backs to either side of the opening, chatting with each other. They're eating granola bars, and TJ holds one out to me as I approach. Thanks. Hey, TJ?
Huh?
TJ looks up at me innocently. If you go on a hike again, be sure to bring me next time, okay? I don't think you should be alone out here.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
His ears droop a little, a small frown on his face. I just don't want you to get hurt, you know? It's really hot today, and it would have been really terrible if you passed out alone.
Yeah, sorry.
I drop my bag gently on the ground before leaning back against the wall next to the lynx. It's all good, I just want to make sure you're okay.
Thanks. I just didn't want to wake you up this morning.
Jenna offered to go with you, didn't she? TJ sighs quietly, looking away into the mine. Yeah, but I'm gay.
Yeah, but I can tell you guys don't want to go. I just don't want to ruin this trip for you more than I already have.
What? TJ, what are you talking about? TJ goes quiet and then just shrugs his shoulders. Maybe he isn't back to his old self after all. I wouldn't mind going with the TJ. I love hiking. Remember me? Julian, I'm here.
God. God, the guest characters really are the cool autistic gamer.
Yeah. I'll have to send you clips. I'll have to send you the Cool Acoustic Gamer compilation. Which will be really funny without watching the source material because it will just be reliant on you parsing it, you know?
Yeah.
Julian smiles gently at the lynx. Furry Arcade Ganon, Jesus Christ.
Fallout
Can't believe you do that.
Fallout Equestria in this slightly sideways universe.
Fallout New Pegasus.
Hey, you can't say that.
Can I not?
That's an actual fan fiction that exists.
I mean, like, I didn't know that. I didn't need to know that because I did already know.
That's an actual fan
Of
fiction.
course, there's a Fallout New Pegasus.
That's an actual fan fiction that exists and is written by a notorious cunt.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, then I invented it right now.
For any passing viewer who may happen to know the lore, it's written by fucking Calbeck. No, it's listen. I have like a one-sided beef with Fiora. Everyone has a multi-dimensional beef with Calbeck.
Yep. I don't even remember why, but I hate that name. It's the morphogenetic field, the collective subconscious of mankind has imbued hatred towards that name in my gray matter.
Yep.
For no reason.
Yep.
I've got no specific memory of why he's a cunt, but
Yep. Anyway.
It's in there. For some reason, I feel a tiny tug of annoyance in my chest because he's here. It's stupid, but I was the one who offered first, and I'm the one that took TJ out the first time. Yeah, we could both go. The point is you don't go out alone next time, all right, Tej?
Yeah, okay. Thanks, guys.
But Chase, I'm never alone. Jesus is always with me. This Morphous effect, I know, Zach, you're getting haunted by Echo. I'm being haunted by Zero Escape already. You can't do this to me, Sparrow. This isn't an Echo thing. I'm already fucked up in the head.
What Danganronpa, Zero Escape, and 100 Line does to a motherfucker.
Don't forget I, the Somnium Files.
Yeah, and Raincode.
Yeah. Not even Raincode. Raincode was good, but it wasn't great, and it didn't stick in my head great. I like the game, I like Halara Nightmare, but It's as much as it tries to be. It's no Danganronpa.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Renko's like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
6, 7.
Yeah, I said it.
That's not even funny. Why did I say that?
No problem. Short sound stretches out between the three of us before Julian speaks up again. Hey, 6, 7. We were just talking about our old Bible study group. TJ leans his head back against the wall, rolling his eyes. It's an expression I don't see from him very often. What about it? Oh, just the way that TJ would always take it so seriously and no one else would. TJ shakes his head in exasperation.
Yeah, I never had any control in that club.
Oh, really? Were you in charge? It's a little odd to think of TJ in a leadership position like that. I just never knew him to put himself out there in high school.
Yeah, I revived it after it sort of went defunct for a few years. It wasn't all that popular.
Been kind of distracted to level where I might need to watch the VOD later. Understandable. Actually not understandable. You should watch the stream.
Yeah.
We demand all of your attention.
Yeah, pay attention.
Pay attention.
I'm jingling keys.
Yeah, we got the Subway Surfers. We got the Family Guy clips. We got the.
We got the hot furry man.
Well, yeah, that's just on screen right now.
Yep.
Now is it TJ? Is it Julian? Is it Amber? Or is it me? We'll never know.
Yep.
TJ smiles with some embarrassment. Yeah, we had like 3 other members, not including you or me.
Yeah, then one dropped out after like 2 meetings.
Julian clicks his tongue. What a godless school you went to.
Hey,
You know I'm kidding. Mostly.
Well, I did want atheists to join too, as long as they weren't disruptive. I just wanted to show everyone what a nice experience it could be. Even if you didn't believe.
I very vaguely remember TJ inviting me to the club and me saying that I'd think about it. I never went, of course. Because as a real Redditor, I never believed in God.
Yep. You will. Echo will make you believe.
Just thinking about Chunter being someone who'd comment on a thread going, "Take my Reddit gold."
Fuck. Okay. Wasn't all that spiritual in the end, though.
Yeah, mostly we just talked and brought snacks. Took TJ a while to realize no one wanted another Sunday school session at actual school.
Yep. Hours of planning out the window.
It was still a great time. I think the 4 of us were happier for it.
Yeah, I guess.
TJ seems to suddenly notice me.
Oh, sorry, Chase. You wouldn't know much about this stuff.
Yeah, it's okay. It's interesting to hear about. Again, I get that little twinge of jealousy, even though I know it's not fair. Yeah, it's not. I'd chosen not to show up, probably using that time to go home and hang out with Leo. Bible club or hot sloppy makeouts with your boyfriend, with your bigger wolf boyfriend. It's not a hard decision. You didn't miss much, just discussions about movies and watching movies too. Yeah?
Sorry, my game closed.
Oh no, what the fuck? You got jump scared.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Is it dead?
Hold on.
Echo self-destruct button.
Echo self-destruct button. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I need to fast forward.
Ah, damn. Damn.
I'm sorry.
You are fine. Everyone should play 100 Line.
Yep.
Not 100 Line. No, that's not true. Everyone should play Of the Devil.
hmm Everyone should play Echo.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't gotten to the point where I can say everyone should play Echo yet, but we will. We'll get there.
Okay, where the fuck are we?
Mine.
Yeah.
Talking about Bible Studies Club. Ugh, they couldn't even be religiously themed.
Right. They couldn't even be religiously themed.
Ah, okay. Excellent. Thank God.
Hey!
I laugh at how indignant TJ is.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time at least. I came away thinking the whole thing was a failure.
I think I remember you mentioning that you wished your friend here would have shown up. Hey, Chase, did you remember that you're a bad friend? It's me, Julian, telling you you're a bad friend.
I don't really remember.
Of course you do. You said it all the time. Did you just flatten and turn red? This fucking Sprite too while saying it. This
Yeah.
fucking... Clearly you don't own an air fryer. Who? Me? Yep. Julian grins as TJ tries to look away. Well, the situation is kind of funny. Now I feel even worse about not ever showing up. Ugh, sorry, Teach. You know, it was high school and all.
Yeah, I understand. Don't worry about it.
So did you start another club at your new school? TJ smirks.
It's a Christian school, so there's like 50 clubs about religion.
Okay, you have my attention again. What did I miss anyway? The lake.
Just chatter, not much.
You missed everything, actually.
Not much actually happened. Yeah, we got a full explanation of like the entire history of the town and what happened, and
Freddy showed up.
everything. Yep.
TJ said, "Was that the bite of 87?" That's what happened in the mine, by the way.
Yeah, the bite of 1887.
Exactly. William Afton was there. There were no animatronics, though. It was just a guy. Just...
Yep.
Oh, are you a member of any of them?
A few.
Which ones?
A singles club.
TJ is joining the Christian Mingle Club.
Yep.
Singles? As in finding a date?
Sure.
He looks away again. It's hilarious how bashful he is about this stuff. He's in college. All this should be natural to talk about, but not with TJ. Well, you know.
Yep.
Talking about this stuff can be
Yep.
embarrassing, or you can be bashful about it.
Yep.
Especially if you're not getting any.
Yep.
You meet anyone?
Hey, Chase, don't you have to film some stuff?
He looks back at me with a frown. Whoa, just ask it. Julian chuckles quietly. I bend down and start pulling out my equipment, deciding that a few long shots with the tripod should be enough. As I'm extending out the legs, Julian asks TJ about the hike. Was it fun? TJ shrugs, finishing the last of his granola bar and brushing his paws together to get rid of the crumbs.
It was okay. It was really quiet.
Eowyn says one of my pads gets pinched between metal.
Kind of creepy, to be honest. I would like it if you two went along sometime. If I do it again.
Of course. Yeah, definitely. Over the next 30 minutes, I set up the camera in the three different spots, getting about 1 minute of film for each. TJ and Julian sit in the truck while I do, and whenever I glance at them, they seem to be animatedly chatting and laughing. Once I'm done, I sigh and quickly snap the legs back down in the bag along with the camera. I see my to-go box in the dirt and consider picking it up, but I don't. The chunter litters.
Eat an apple off the ground.
Eat half of a chicken Sammy off the ground.
So true. I would.
I drove the bag in the truck.
I would eat half of a Famichiki off the ground.
You shouldn't do that, but you should at least clean it up.
I'm a dog.
I know. But this is why you have the collar, so that they can pull on do the fucking like dog really trying to get the chicken.
Yep.
I dropped the bag into the truck again before hopping into the passenger seat, leaving TJ to sit between the two of us. Wow, TJ and a Julian Chase sandwich. That's probably his fucking high school dream.
Yep.
They go quiet as we start pulling out into the dirt road. What are you guys talking about? Not much, just about high school. TJ nods. Again, I'm starting to feel a little left out between these two, kind of like a third wheel. So, what's the plan now?
Well,
We thought we'd go. Oh, right. I'm stupid. Sorry.
Well, we thought we'd go to the house now after. We thought we'd go to the house now after we pick up Jenna and Carl.
All right. We drive in silence a little while, and for some reason, I start to wish that I was sitting in the middle. Stop being a fucking chunt, dude!
Yep.
The way Julian keeps turning the wheel, forces his elbows to brush up against TJ's side, and I force myself to look away, wondering what the fuck I'm thinking. I'm treating TJ like he's something that belongs to me. We've only hung out recently over the course of this week. I barely talked to him the past 2 years. I force myself to look ahead out the windshield. Then TJ's phone buzzes and my eyes naturally go to the screen as the Lynx whips it out. I see the name Flynn, then the message underneath it. I only have time to see a few words. You know his fucking... Tell me... TJ jerks his phone back down and I look away just as I feel the Lynx's eyes on my face. What should I eat while watching the Echo Adventure? A chicken sandwich.
Yep.
Amber, you're going to have to add it as an emote even if I'm not fully sure what it is.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a redraw of Chase in the runt emote. The fucking Chaz post runt.
No.
Chaz post runt so we can visualize.
We live in
it.
a post-run society so we can move on from it. I wonder if he saw me looking. I'm sure he did. It doesn't really matter, though, because now I'm wondering what the fuck Flynn thinks he's doing. They've been staying away from each other the past few days, obviously, but I guess Flynn found another way to get to TJ. What the fuck does he think he's doing? And I feel myself getting angry. I don't exactly know what the lizard is saying to TJ, but judging by what I saw, it's definitely not good. I make a mental note to ask TJ about it tonight. If he won't tell me, then I'll let Leo know. He'll do something about it. I can always trust Leo. No! Raining on me!
Really good emote.
You're
Awesome.
welcome. Fuck. Anyways, we all walk up to the sidewalk to the old ranch-style house. It's been a long, long time since I've seen this place. Even longer since I've walked on this path. Sydney's house is up the gravel road behind the forest. It's a bit of an odd spot, secluded from the rest of the town. It's all the better for us, I guess. It's nice not to be reminded of what happened.
Guys, I don't know about this. You think he's just gonna let us in? What else can we do? Maybe Sydney didn't mean his room. Well, where else would he sleep? I don't know.
Well, I do. It's where he permanently sleeps right now.
Yep.
I mean, he'd nap in random places, if I remember right. Like, he slept on my couch, even.
Stop it, Chase. You know that's not what he meant.
Well, who knows?
I do. I know where it is.
That dark edge of TJ's voice is creeping in again. I suppose there's no harm in asking. I'm here too. I'm really sorry. It is very funny because it does just feel like especially after like only seeing these guys for the majority of the game.
Yep.
He feels photoshopped in.
Yep.
It feels like they pasted him over Carl.
Yep.
Fuck you, Arcade. Many people do.
Yep. You can't deny that it's a little weird for 5 young adults to just show up on your doorstep asking to be let in.
No! Get your Ransona ass out of here!
Yep. I mean, like, what is a visual novel sprite but just a Ransona?
I'll say TJ and Julian are the most Ransonas out of the sprites.
They are both Catholic.
Yep, and that's why.
Yep.
TJ could show up absolutely as like the joke Ransona on old measured responses videos from H-Bomber Guy.
Yep.
5 young adults, do they also have a talking dog? Well, I think you're miscounting, Chaz.
Julian is
There are
the
only
talking dog.
there are only there's Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby. That's 5. There are 4 young adults and a talking dog.
Yeah, Julian is the talking dog.
Exactly. Except like they kind of just ignore him. Chase is the talking dog. Let's be real.
Yep.
Except he's like if Scooby Doo wasn't neutered and was humping every leg he could see. I'm so sorry that I have to do this to you while you're trying to be quiet.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Yeah?
I'm fine. I'm okay.
Chunter heat.
Shut the fuck up! Just read it.
I don't know about the measures response thing though. My vibe is more top 10 hottest Sonic females.
Shut the fuck up, Chaz.
That's Chase.
No, that's TJ.
You think TJ did that out of compet?
Yep.
That's why he calls it top 10 hottest Sonic females.
Yep.
When everyone knows he really wants to fuck Shadow.
Yep.
Anyways.
We don't have much of a choice, though, do we?
TJ's walking ahead of all of us, marching up to the concrete steps without hesitation before immediately ringing the bell. Well, wait, we didn't even think of what we're gonna say.
I already know what I'm gonna say.
We stand there in stunned silence for a bit, and I look around at the others. Carl looks completely uncomfortable, almost nauseous, his paws shoved deep in his pockets as he stares hard at the ground, as if his hands have ever left his pockets. Wow, it's crazy. It's almost like Carl doesn't like seeing his big meaty paws.
Yep.
Maybe if they were slender, he'd like looking at them more.
Yep.
Jenna's staring at TJ, her brown furrow. Her brown?
Listen, you don't get a game like Echo if you have editors.
Yeah. I feel like... Okay.
Brow bricks.
Brown brow bricks. I feel like you should have, like, when your game has hit a final checkpoint, you should have, like, a guy read through, like, aloud, you know?
Yeah.
That's a lot of reading to do, but I could do it. You
Yep.
pay me. I could do that.
You are actively doing it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm noticing that it's her brown furrowed. Which does, she clenched her ass.
Fucking hate you. I'm trying as hard as I can.
Know. I'm sorry, but come on. Clearly worried. Julian just stands there as if the situation doesn't bother him at all. Julian just stands there as if he's a cardboard cutout that was added. The door finally opens, revealing a young red panda, not much older than ourselves. He blinks at us, then fixes a smile on his face.
Hello. Can I help you?
I see TJ's ears flatten down for a moment, his originally tough resolve clearly faltering.
Hello?
The red panda stares down at TJ for a moment, waiting expectantly. I don't recognize him, and I'm sure I would have seen him around town if he'd moved in after Sydney's parents moved out. Must have been sometime recently, a few years ago. I decide then that I should step in to let TJ try and gather his wits. Hi, I'm Chase, this is TJ, and Carl, Jenna, and Julian. I point to everyone, feeling my cheeks grow hot.
Hi, everyone. I'm Inji. So...
Hi, Inji.
Inji lore.
Mm-hmm.
Inji is some fucking guy who did contribute quite a bit to the Echo Project Patreon, but is largely included in the game because he set up the unofficial Echo Project Discord server that wound up getting adopted as the official Echo Project Discord server by the Echo Project team. He is also some guy I used to talk to a decade ago.
That's really funny.
And seeing him pop up in this game while I was watching Sparrow play it made me go insane.
What do you mean my Discord friend moved into Sydney's house?
No, 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 not my Discord friend, my Skype friend.
A decade ago would have been 2016. That's too late for Skype.
Uh,
No, that was about the
more
time
than a
that the
decade
switchover
ago then.
happened. Yeah, but still, like that
Yeah.
it's close enough. Like,
Anyway.
I want to say the Skype culling and Discord
It was on the
rebirth
cusp.
happened like 2014, 15, or 16, somewhere
Yeah.
around then, somewhere in those 3-year period.
Yeah, it was, you know. Anyway, God.
Because I remember when I read Homestuck in 2012, I was still using Skype to talk to my friends. Discord launched in 2015. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
We were all looking for an alternative to Skype by that point in time.
Yep.
Anyways, hi, Inji. Another moment of awkward silence before I try to think of something else to say. How the hell do you bring up wanting to search someone's house because it belonged to your dead friend? As I'm trying to figure that out, TJ speaks up again.
Our friend used to live here about 12 years ago? Oh, really?
The panda seems to think.
Are you talking about Cindy? Sydney, yeah, he was our friend. Oh, sorry, I couldn't remember the name. I think his aunt told me about what happened. Yes, and he left something behind for us in his room. Is it alright if we come in and look for it?
Inji's originally inquisitive look is replaced by one of confusion and definitely a little bit of suspicion.
Oh, all of you?
I notice Carl still staring down hard at the floor, his paws twisting in his pockets.
If that's alright with you.
Inji stares at us all for a good 10 seconds, causing even me to glance down to the floor, realizing how stupid all this is. Finally starts to step back, closing the door a little bit as he does.
I'm sorry, but I don't think that's a good idea. Wait!
TJ steps forward, his fur bristling. Panda jumps a little, closing the door further until it's at the point where I can only see one of his eyes.
Sorry, it's just... Maybe I could come in and the rest of my friends can wait outside? This will be really quick. I know exactly where to look.
Panda's one eye looks back at us. TJ turns around and makes a shooing gesture with both paws. There's a pause, and we stumble back a little down the steps onto the sidewalk. My face burns again in embarrassment, realizing what a bunch of crazy people we look like right now. I look back and see TJ standing alone on the porch, looking back at the Panda, paws clasped together. I am praying to God that you let me into your house. Again, it feels like a very long silence seems to drag on until Inji opens the door slightly.
You know what? Why don't you just tell me where it is, and I'll have a look. Oh, yeah,
TJ seems surprised, as if only now considering that idea.
it's the room on the left, down that hallway.
TJ points at the door at an angle.
In the closet, in the back corner. It might be in a box.
Inji's facial expression mirrors mine as I frown. A box in a closet sitting there for over a decade? Also, considering the fact that Inji doesn't want to let people into his fucking house, who could have put this there? You know?
Yep.
Like, did someone break and enter into Inji's house?
Yep. Alright, I'll have a look.
Inji disappears behind the door and I hear a deadbolt slide into place. We stand there in silence for a while before Carl breaks it.
Dude, he's calling the police.
Inji's model looks different than how I remember it.
No, I don't think it's had any updates. No, he's not.
Are you sure you remember correctly?
No, he's not. We look like a bunch of crazy people. We should leave. Not until he comes back out. I think I'm going to be sick.
I think it's technically okay unless he tells us to leave.
He did say he's going to look for it. No harm in just waiting for his answer.
I see Carl scuff his hooves against the pavement, looking around nervously. I wonder if he's had too much weed or something. Why do you think it's in the closet?
He used a shoebox in there as a spot for his treasure hunts before. You remember?
I vaguely do now that he mentions it, but I'm surprised TJ does. He was even younger. Then the door opens and Angie comes back out. His facial expression is completely different now. It's one of amazement and disbelief, but it's what's in his paws that catches my attention. It's a teal-colored shoebox, old and worn and torn through the corners. My mouth drops. Angie stands there for a moment, holding the box out.
Is this it? It's not mine, and there's a piece of paper inside.
TJ's paws shake as he reaches out to take the box, lifting the lid to look inside.
It was in the spot that you said. I've never seen that before.
I feel my stomach twist, more dismayed than anything that he found something. Do you not use that closet? It's a bit of an odd question, but I want to know how the hell he might have missed it. Angie shakes his head.
No, not really. It's mostly a storage room right now. I think I've opened it a few times to put some boxes on the shelf, but I can't really remember.
Oh, it's almost like your memories. Did you not look inside when you first moved in? Angie looks at me, and so does TJ over his shoulder. I guess now I'm sounding like a crazy person.
Well, I can't really remember. It was a couple years ago. I had family help me move them in, so maybe they just thought it was mine if they saw it.
I want to ask more, but I bite my lip, not wanting to seem as frustrated and suspicious as I am.
It's definitely something I could have missed. I've found a few things in the crawl space from the last family. Who lived here before you, if you don't mind me asking?
Angie leans against the doorway, his arms folded, looking a lot more relaxed now.
It was the family you're talking about, I think. The Bronsons? Yes.
Hmm. Carl did say that someone else moved in here, but didn't Chase just say that they moved out immediately after what happened?
Yeah.
But this only happened a couple years ago, like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You're still looking down at the box, having not taken out the note.
Yep. The woman who lived here moved out right after what
Okay.
happened, but then her sister moved in.
There we go. All right.
She told me about what happened when I bought the place.
And she looks down at the box that TJ's still holding.
Do you know what he left you? How did you know to find it? It's an old scavenger hunt that we found. It told us to come here. Like something you left behind? Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm sorry about what happened to your friend. You must have been children at the time?
No one says anything, so I nod for him.
I'm sorry. I'm also sorry for being so suspicious when you guys showed up. Thought I caught someone trying to break in a few days back.
Oh my god.
Can't be too careful.
Don't worry about it. That's completely understandable. And she nods and shifts around.
I don't want to pry, but what does it say? I didn't read it since I don't want to intrude or anything.
TJ lifts... right, that's you. I'm stupid.
Um?
I'll continue to be stupid. TJ lifts the lid again, then reaches in to pull out the piece of paper. It's identical to the others that we've seen. And she takes the box from the link so he can use both paws to unfold the note. Then he starts reading.
I hope that you're all having fun. Soon you'll know what Chase has done. Figure it out. It's a piece of cake. If you can't, look by Carl's drawing at the lake.
It goes quiet for a while. The only sound is the wind rustling through the trees. Then you hear a gagging sound and look back just in time to see Carl hurling into some bushes.
That's fucked.
TJ is strangely calm. Yeah?
That's fucked.
It's fucked because you know? Because I don't know. It is fucked for the message to still be, then you'll know what Chase has done.
Yeah.
TJ is strangely calm as we sit in the motel room. It's been about half an hour since we found the last note. After Carl lost his lunch in the bushes, Julian drove him back home and we had to put the scavenger hunt on hold. JJ wants us all to be there for it. Julian is still with us and I keep wondering when the hell he's gonna go home! You're not worried about the fact that you're gonna get outed as a murderer? You're an idiot if you don't think that's where this is going.
Yep.
Even if you don't remember doing it, like I would still be worried to hell and back.
Yep.
My glands would not stop excreting musk.
Yep. Really funny
Sorry.
way to put it.
I had to. Fuck off, Arcade. Go back to the Lucky 38. Hey, Arcade, why don't you die at the Battle of the Dam?
So true.
Don't you have a Hoover Dam to defend?
So true.
He just joined our little group today, and TJ acts like he needs to be part of this for some fucking reason. Barely even knew Sydney. That doesn't really matter. And this whole thing is so ridiculous. It's so obvious that Sydney had nothing to do with this scavenger hunt. Someone's planning these damn notes, and they have it out for me. I sit with my back against the headboard of the bed, staring at my legs as TJ tries to defend this whole thing.
If it's really bothering you, Chase, then you don't have to come.
I bristle a bit. You're insisting everyone else go. Why not me? I force myself not to look over at Julian.
I do want you to come, but you're so angry. I've never seen you like this.
Yeah, well... TJ didn't know you like this comedian, but he's a loser, and let's be real, Jenna Veronica's cooler. Who's the robot?
Which one?
The Fallout New Vegas robot companion.
Yes, man?
No, the security bot.
Eddie.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm a fucking poser. I've not played any Fallout game to completion.
That's fair, neither have I.
Everything I know just comes from Fallout Equestria. And I have to be very careful always when I'm talking to Fallout fans to not use the horse words.
Eddie would be Flynn. Is my hard read. I played Fallout New Vegas to the point where I shot Benny, and then the whole thing with the chip and the fate of New Vegas happened, and I kind of was like, oh, I don't care really.
Yep.
I got what I came for, so I put the game down.
So true.
Same thing happened with Fallout 4, actually exactly. I found my son, he was an old man and he was evil, and I was like, all right, I kind of give up, I don't care.
I played Fallout 4 for like a couple hours, and then they dropped a Deathclaw on me, like directly on top of me, and I was like, this sucks. What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck off.
Yeah. I like Valentine, he's funny. Anyways.
Oh, we all have. Chase is just acting like his old self now.
Jenna sits in the corner on her laptop as usual, smirking. Wow! It pisses me the fuck off. Listen, whoever's writing these has it out for me. Look at what the last one said.
Sydney wrote them, and he always kind of teased you. It's just like him.
I go quiet, looking away with a glare.
What do you think the clues are implying about you, Chase?
I think for a moment, but it's hard with all the anger that keeps threatening to bubble to the surface. I don't know. I just don't like the sound of it. And honestly, try to think of the right way to word what I'm going to say. If you respect me, you'd see that and stop this stupid hunt. What? I don't like the sound of it, and honestly, if you respect me, you'd see that. You don't like the sound of it. He goes quiet for a moment, and then Julian stands up. Hey, I'm gonna head out. Let me know what you guys decide to do tomorrow. I've got the whole day off.
Oh, okay, man. Thanks so much for coming with us.
TJ gives the stag a side hug, and I try to keep myself from bristling. Once Julian leaves out the door, TJ sits on the foot of the bed looking at me.
I completely respect you, Chase, but I really think these are from Sydney. He's just teasing you.
I don't say anything, choosing to look at the wall, feeling more unnerved by my own emotions than anything else. I don't feel like myself at all.
I know I asked you this morning, but if you think that this is someone else's doing, who could it be?
Jenna crosses her arms, looking at me earnestly. I sit there quietly for a moment, debating on whether or not I should tell them. I decide I have to, since neither of the others seem to see it. I think it's Flynn.
What?
I think it's Flynn and Carl. They're doing this whole thing.
You can't be serious.
Who else? Carl's the one that found the first note. I think Flynn gave it to him. The looks on Jenna and TJ's faces makes me look away again. Am I going crazy?
Chase, that's...
Crazy, I know, but you saw how Carl was acting today, how nervous he was. He even threw up.
Carl does that sometimes.
Ugh. I slide my legs off the bed and let them hang over the side, fully facing the wall now.
I know how Flynn was back at the river, but even he wouldn't do that.
I look back at TJ with a glare. What about those texts he's sending you?
What?
TJ's pause flies to his pocket, a shocked look on his face. Jenna looks between us.
What?
Flynn sent TJ a text swearing at him. I think he's been messaging you this whole time. TJ's quiet, just staring at me.
TJ, is that true?
TJ stares at the floor for a moment before finally looking up, his voice oddly calm.
Yeah, well, he's angry. Of course he would be, but he has no reason to be writing this scavenger hunt. Flynn would never do that.
You sure about that? TJ glares back at me, and now I can tell I've made him angry.
Yes. Why would he do it in the first place?
I don't have to think hard on that one. To hurt TJ, to ruin our friendship by making up lies about me, to just be a complete dick. Take your pick!
That's absolutely ridiculous.
I don't say anything, choosing to glare at the wall. Jenna looks between us again and shakes her head.
Alright, that's enough of this. Neither of you are acting like yourselves, so I think it's best we head to bed, alright?
Whatever. I slide into the bed on my side, still staring at the wall, listening as TJ gets up and goes into the bathroom. Jenna goes on typing on her computer. I lay there quietly, deciding that I'm going to have to do something to stop this. Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Sneaking out of the motel room is probably the hardest part. I know that if they catch me at any point, it's over. At about 3 a.m., I slide out of the bed, listening to TJ snores and watching Jenna's unmoving form curled up on the bed in front of me. Quietly, I dig around in my bag for my keys and slip out the door into the night. I grit my teeth as my car starts up, imagining TJ or Jenna pulling back the curtains and seeing me sitting in the car. Got excuses I'm sick, I had to drive to the emergency room, or even that I just couldn't sleep and wanted to get a snack somewhere. They're all suspicious, but should be enough to cover my ass if things go south. Jenna's live blogging, so you won't believe what this crazy-ass otter former BFF of mine did. Jenna's writing RPF.
Yep. Jenna's writing yaoi RPF of her friends.
She's mad because she has to change it from wholesome yaoi to toxic yaoi.
Yep.
I drive along the quiet road, my surroundings almost black since the moon is set. It takes me a moment to find the side road that will take me to the shore. Once I do, I see one lonely orange light glaring in the middle of the parking lot. I park away from it at the edge of the lot. It's dark here. I sit in the car for a while, wondering what I'm doing, wondering what the fuck I'm going to do. But something drives me, feeling that if I don't do this, then the rest of my life is going to be ruined. I can't let that happen. I can't let that happen. I can't let that happen. I open the door and quickly get out. I pull out my phone and turn on the light, finding the small dirt trail that leads out into the inky blackness. The air is cool and I can smell the lake. Pretty soon I can hear it too, the soft, desolate sounds of the waves running against the thin strip of shore. It's peaceful, but at the same time it terrifies me. For a moment, I feel like the lake is one giant, living thing. It dwarfs me with its presence, a giant, all-knowing thing. It knows I'm here. I shudder and force myself to continue. I find the shoreline and the dry sand shifts under my feet as I take a right and follow the shore. Try to ignore the sounds of the lake, the feeling that it's watching me, beckoning me towards it. Finally, I come across the boulder that I'm looking for. The one that Carl used to carve his drawings into. Of course it would be something Carl used. That fat piece of shit. I kneel down beside it, moving the light of my phone around until I find the drawings. I look at the super wolf etched into the rock, glaring. Then I see a glint of light above it. I shut the phone light up to see what it is. I gasp. And I can't help a ragged scream escaping from my throat. A tarantula sits there staring back at me, its cluster of eyes shining back in the darkness. I stumble back in the sand and fall, sitting down hard and causing my teeth to clack together. I scramble back up. I look around for a rock and quickly find one. When I turn back around and lift the light, the spider is gone. I look around for a while in case it just moved around, maybe on the ground closer to me. I don't see anything though, and I throw the rock at the lake, cursing the damn thing. Then I kneel down and look at the spot between the rocky ground and the boulder. It takes a few moments, and I have to get real close, looking deeper into the crevice, and then there's a glint of what looks like metal. I start to dig, first with my bare hands, then with the help of a flat rock lying nearby. I'm sweating and gasping by the time I pull the thing free. It looks like an old lunchbox. I shine a light on it and can barely make out what looks like a cartoon dragon. I open it and pull out the note. I read it. In a fit of rage, I tear the stupid thing in half, throwing it on the ground. You fucker! I hiss it out through my teeth and pull out the piece of paper that I'd taken out of one of Jenna's notebooks, along with a pen. I write for a moment using the old lunchbox as a flat surface. When I'm done, I drop it into the box, then wedge the box into the crevice, covering it up with the loose dirt I'd moved. I pack it down, then stand back up. Thinking twice, I pick up the shredded note and stuff it into my pocket. Then I walk back up the shore and up the trail, ignoring what looks like the eye shine of tarantulas all around me. Maybe it's just the stars. I don't remember much of the drive back. or the parking lot of the motel. Next thing I know, I'm standing next to the bed, glaring down at TJ, watching him sleep.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Saturday!
Saturday! Yay!
Saturday! Good place to stop?
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna stop here. Saturday is a whole fucking thing.
Yippee! I can fucking imagine!
Yep. God, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to relive this in real time.
Well, you got a week.
Yep. Anyway.
You got a week to get ready.
I really want to do the outro. I really want to speedrun the outro right now, but I gotta step away for like just a couple minutes. Just a minute.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll yap. Don't worry.
Okay.
There goes that dog. Saturday, yay! I'm so excited. I'm excited for you, Sparrow. I enjoy doing this. Not only because it is a fun experience on its own, but also I love doing this for my friends, and I love seeing their reactions to things that I say. That's why I continue to say things. Ooh, I had a thought. I'll share it again when Amber gets back. But what if Sydney committed suicide because of Chase spilling the secret? What if Sydney did shoot his dad and Chase spilling the secret, in addition to the grief of actually doing that on accident, and then like treating him like a murderer, caused him to get so fucked in the head that he just swam out, held his breath until he couldn't anymore? But then the story of it looked like a shark got him. It looked like an invisible shark grabbed him and dragged him down. It could still just be Sydney trying to do something, like trying to make it look dramatic and like not a suicide. But hey, a possibility in my head. Let me go back to the title screen too. Title. Yay! The lake. I don't think there's going to be as smooth of an ending as that. Probably not. It does still make a lot of sense for Chase to have done something more. But you know.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Well, what are your thoughts?
Hey, that's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I don't like that.
What?
Hovering over the window causes silhouettes of Chase to appear.
Oh yeah. Copies are monochrome.
Yep. Smiles so sneetly.
Smiles so sneetly. Anyway. Ugh. Okay.
And then the envelope being a note.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was, if you heard, I was theorizing. I had another theory in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney killed himself because he did accidentally shoot his dad, and because Chase spread the rumor that he did it on purpose, and the fact that he was even, that he was involved, and ostracized him even further than he already was. And it's Chase's fault, but also he's, dead.
So do you think this treasure hunt is like an extended suicide note?
Yes.
Fascinating.
That's a possibility. That's
a really interesting read of it.
It could also like it could be, if it's ghost Sydney, then it having post knowledge and still being like around to hold a grudge,
Yeah.
Against the person that caused him to fall into such that despair. Yeah. But It really just depends on what the fuck Chase actually did.
Yeah.
Aside from spilling that secret, which we now know he did.
Yep.
Telling TJ and Carl and maybe others what his mom told him about maybe Sydney killed his dad on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
The game was rigatoni from the start. Yeah, so true.
So true, Basti. Yeah. I'm really excited and also really scared for Saturday here.
Mm-hmm. It'll be great.
It will be great. I'm not ready to re-experience that, and I don't know if I'll be ready to re-experience it even a week from now. This game Saturday. Yeah, not yeah. Listen, I am determined.
We're experiencing Saturday on Friday.
Yeah.
Like we experienced Thursday on.
Yeah, I am determined to do my usual Saturday streams as well. In these next couple weeks, I'm just gonna have to try my best to be quiet, which I'm sure is gonna be really difficult while I'm playing Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah, that one's
Mega
a toughie,
Man.
huh? Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll just have to use liberal use of the no talking.
All right.
Training.
Let me go and have a look at who we might be able to raid, if anyone. Oh my god. Oh my god, Calamity Kaiju is playing 100 line.
Yes! Let me in!
Alright. We're gonna raid Calamity Kaiju.
Correct.
I'm not hitting start raid just yet. I'm gonna do my whole outro spiel.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming along. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope you all had a good day. I hope you all have a good night. Hope you all have a good week ahead of you. I'll be back here on my channel possibly next Thursday with some Doom, definitely next Friday with some Echo, and definitely tomorrow with the long-awaited finale of Banjo-Tooie. And then after that, we'll be doing a one-off Mega Man stream where I'll be playing Mega Man 5 on Game Boy, which I have heard various things about. Yeah, if you want to keep up with me outside of my streams, you can follow me on Tumblr and Blue Sky at Emberion. You can check out my personal website at emberion.neocities.org, and if you want to see all the VODs from my previous streams, subscribe to me on YouTube at Emberion. Also, follow Zach. Subscribe to Zach. My VODs go up the day after they air, but Zach tends to wait 3 weeks, I think.
I premiere whatever VOD I have the day before I stream, so that people have something to watch basically every day except Saturday. Which means I have a little bit of a backlog, but that will get shorter if I take a break, which I will do in a month.
Okay.
My outro, yeah. I want to make sure that I'm not interrupting. Okay. Thank you all so much for coming by and hanging out with us while we continue to go through Echo. Monday, I'll be playing more Tomodachi Life. We'll get to see how Bun and Taze are adjusting to life on the island with Vriska and Dato.
And TJ.
And TJ. TJ is there, it's true.
I need to tune into that stream so I can see the continued adventures of TJ.
TJ in, the least compatible world for him. Wednesday, we'll be playing more Your Turn to Die with Taze. We'll be trying to check out the Kana and Alice route so we can get their memories and also see what happens to Ranmaru instead of him being a turbo murderer. It'll be great. And then more Echo next week. It'll be great.
Yep. Next week, Echo will probably be wrapping up TJ's route.
Yippee!
Depending on how we get through it.
I believe.
The thing is, I don't think there's enough material remaining in TJ's route for 2 streams.
Might be a short stream. Might switch over to Tomodachi Life as a post stream.
Oh, that would definitely work, actually. I mean, if we are able to emotionally recover enough to switch to 100 line. No, switch to Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi Life.
Sorry, I'm looking at 100 line right now.
Yeah, no, anyway. That's fair. I beat the final tear-jerking route in 100 line and then had to switch to Tomodachi Life. I can do it.
So true.
Anyways, thank you again for watching. Well, go say hi to Calamity Kaiju. They are on Slasher Route. It's great.
All right, I'm going to hit start raid.
Yeah. All
cool.
right.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you all for coming along. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting me over the past, basically 5 years. Remember that...
Oh my god, it's gonna be like 6 years.
Yeah, remember that, I have, an event going on right now where, people can make, ROM hacks, and submit them, and I'll showcase them on stream, during my big 5th anniversary stream, in late June. So if you're making something, make sure to get it in by the first week of June. I think I'll set up a Google Forms submission form for that. Anyway, yeah. Thank you all for coming along. Thank you all for being here. And until next time I happen to see you all, take care, stay safe, good night.
Good night, bye!
And to all the VOD watchers, a good night to you as well.